I am so sorry about that. Let me tell y'all this. I've been doing these shows since February, and I have never had that happen. My audio went out and it never came back on. I tried leaving, coming back. I couldn't restart it. I had to actually leave the whole thing altogether. I'm so sorry for those who were with me that first 45 minutes, but we just gonna have to repeat this again. Maybe I got too upset, and YouTube was like, "Let me go ahead and shut her the fuck up," because that's what they did, y'all. They cut my audio, and there was no way for me to get back on where people can actually hear me. It was acting weird, and I'm telling y'all, I've never had that happen before since February when I've been doing these shows, and that was the first time they interrupted the broadcast where I could not get back on. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. For those people who are just tuning in, we're discussing what a woman did to her coworker who we can't say she had been stealing the fruit from the past, but this woman was having issues with people eating her fruit. They weren't taking a lot of it. They were just taking a little bit of it. And she tried to go to HR. They sent the generic email out to everybody. And the next week, her fruit was still coming up missing. So this woman decided to go to the store, buy some grapes, and put eye drops in a Tupperware with her name on it, shake it up, and leave it in her refrigerator overnight. She brought it to work the next day around lunchtime. One of her coworkers, who's a white woman, she named Karen, so we know she's white. She said she darted to the bathroom, got real sick. The woman ended up going to lunch. When she came back, that Karen was on a gurney getting ready to go to the hospital. She said the Karen was in tears and crying, and she made sure that woman looked her in the face, so she knew not to fuck with her again. This woman also updated people by letting them know that that woman is still in the hospital as we speak. So we were discussing, did that woman do the right thing? Was she justified in poisoning her coworker for stealing grapes, right? Again, we don't know if this was the same woman taking the food prior, but when she said a few cubicles down from her, we know in most cubicle settings that there's multiple people. So a bunch of people could have been eating this woman's fruit, and Karen just got the gist of it, right? We can't say that she was the one eating the fruit from the beginning, right? Um, all I'm saying, you guys, I'm not gonna scream this time. Maybe YouTube shut me up because I was loud, but this angers me because I'm a black woman, and I would never poison someone over something so minute as grapes. We've all had people take our food before. Maybe you didn't have that happen to you. It could have been anywhere where somebody took something from you and you said, you know what? Let me set a trap to get them back. If it means that they can be harmed, you will definitely go to jail. I don't care what they stole. The cops are going to tell you that you are not allowed to take the law into your own hands. We've heard that before. It's like if you're like, say that you're walking and somebody comes and takes your chain and takes off running, and then you shoot them dead. You're definitely not going to get off. Your ass is going to jail because they're going to say they didn't pose a threat. Their back was turned. There's always going to be things that will justify them not deserving that punishment, right? We got to let the law handle them. Now, this Karen probably would have just been fired, maybe written up, because all she did was take a couple grapes. We don't know how many grapes she took, but we know she took some fruit, right? She probably would have been written up or fired. I'm sure they would not have said, we're going to call the cops so that you can go to jail. You would never go to jail over taking a few grapes. I can tell you that now. You can go into a grocery store right now and take a banana, and you're not going to go to prison. There's an amount that you would have to take in order for it to be a full-fledged misdemeanor or felony. It would be petty. So they'll probably write you a ticket to come to court, pay a small fine, and you're going on with your life, right? They would never kill you. So all I'm saying, you guys, is what this woman did was she thought it out, planned it out, and that's where the crime happened. Then she brought those poisonous grapes onto work grounds. When you're at work, it's not your house, it's not your car, it's not your area. You're using their space, you're in their territory. So you have to remember what you do comes with consequences. That's all I'm saying, you guys. I dropped the link in the comments. Those same people that were on earlier, you can come back on. You guys, like I said, a lot of people on my social media, they're saying that the black woman was justified in poisoning the coworker. Had she have not touched that shit, she would be fine, right? Very true. The Karen is absolutely guilty for stealing, but her ass, I would have felt better her being fired. You feel me? than to be in a hospital right now fighting for her life. That Karen also has kids. The woman who did this has a child, one child. So again, ladies, when you're mad, you have to think for your kids. It's not about you anymore. It's about your kid. So you have to ask yourself, if I do this, could this blow back on me where I can lose my livelihood or be put away for a while, right? That she had plenty of time to think it out. This woman went to Walmart, bought the grapes, poisoned the grapes, set it over. She had plenty of time to say, you know what? This is petty. I'm tripping over some little ass grapes. Let me go to that same Walmart and buy myself a little ice pack thingy that you put in a little lunchbox, and my fruit will stay cold. I'll be straight, right? She said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm taking off the gloves. I want war, right? Okay, so who do we have on? Okay, Sweeney, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, now you are back on. Okay, I'm sorry about that, man. I don't know what they did to my audio, but maybe I was getting too deep into this, and they said, let me shut this bitch up. So I'm gonna be calm this time. But Sweeney, go ahead, hon.
Yeah, I just want the. I don't know if you've seen the comments from Jay King, and I want to address something that he said. First and foremost, he had admitted in the comment section that he had pissed on his his forks or something like that, and
Oh, we.
someone had used it,
I'm looking
and
for it right now. Jay King. Hold on.
he
I'm
he
looking.
put he said that on the other live, like you had already deleted it and everything.
Damn. Well, I just highlighted one of his comments, but go ahead. He said
But
he pissed on his fork.
yeah, he pissed on his fork, and then somebody used it, and he basically looked at the dude, letting him know that yeah, it was me that did it.
Oh, Jay King. Jay King. I just highlighted your comment. So you peed on a fork and some over a fork, man? You was mad because he took your fork before or what? I need to know the story behind that. I think that's disgusting, y'all. Like, why are we doing these little nasty things like that? Our bodily fluids on stuff like that.
And
Why are we doing that? Go ahead,
and
Sweeney.
here's something that he doesn't understand, because he was basically saying that she did nothing wrong. Yes, is what the lady did petty theft? Absolutely. But what she did by booby trapping her food is actually illegal. And and if that woman was to die, she will be charged with involuntary manslaughter.
Mm, mm, mm. I don't even like the way that sounds. And I'm almost positive if she's, because I didn't see a father on her page when I was looking through it. So she could potentially be a mother that doesn't have a dad around. So that means the child's probably gonna go either to a family member or into CPS. It was all that worth it. Well, mommy, why'd you do it? To protect me? No, because a coworker ate my grapes and I got mad. Listen to that, you guys. Please listen to it. Listen to how stupid that sounds, ladies. We got to do better. I've had people take my shit, but I didn't get that mad where I'm like, you know what? Let me set them up. I would have did something funny like what I see on YouTube. You know how they steal the woman's purse, they open the purse and bam, that shit hit them in the
A
face.
bunch of
That shit
confetti.
is funny. That's funny, but nobody's dying over that. You can't die from that, but you can't die from being poisoned. It's a thing. It is a thing, guys. Like I said, somebody else said a laxative. That would have been funny. Let her shit it out. She'd never touch it again. But to have that woman in the hospital and her husband and her kids are probably terrified. They don't know why she's in a hospital. She might not even know it was from the grapes. She could have ate anything that day. All I'm saying is it ain't right. And the way she posted it, she wanted to make sure that that woman knew you don't fuck with me. There was no sympathy after the fact. The woman's on a gurney crying. I would have been like, oh shit. Oh, now mind you, a lot of y'all saying, well, maybe she didn't mean to do it. Maybe she didn't know that eye drops can kill you. She absolutely knew because when she came back from her lunch and saw the Karen on the gurney crying, she said she made sure that they made eye contact. That means she didn't give a fuck. Somebody that didn't mean to do it would be like, oh shit, what did I do? Oh man, I didn't mean to do it. That wasn't this woman. This woman wanted blood. So again, quit defending this criminal because that's what she is. When you poison someone, you are a criminal. She's just as guilty as the thief. They're equal. They're equal, in my opinion. They're equal.
And you know what's crazy? I wouldn't even say that they're equal. The moment you resort to premeditated, like to trying to murder someone or putting someone's life in danger over
Mm-hmm.
petty theft,
Mm-hmm.
that's not an equal crime. It's not even equal under the eyes of the law.
You're right. You're right. My bad.
Matter of fact, now I will say this: her actually booby trapping it is equal under the eyes of the law. But the moment that woman dies or gets injured, that's where it all changes.
Hey, J King, I wanted to read his comment. Okay, J King said, "So go ahead and report it then, and I guarantee you she's not going to jail." He said she may get fired, but she's not going to jail because she put it in her own grapes. The woman should not have ate the grapes. So J King, I'm not sure if you, I mean, according to Sweeney, you were on my first podcast, the one that was faulty. It is a crime. It's actually illegal. The penal code is 347. It states that a person is guilty of a felony if he or she willfully mixes any poison or harmful substance in any food or drink in medicine and knows or should have known that a person would consume it. J. King, I would advise you to go back to school, honey buns. It is a crime to do that. Yeah, because they know you're not going to eat the shit, right? You're hoping for someone else to eat the shit. That's where the felony occurs. That woman
Also,
knew that somebody was going to take the bait, and they did, and they're sick in the hospital. So if anybody knows who Jay King is, please don't take his advice. It is a felony to do that to someone because you knew you weren't going to eat the shit. You were hoping for someone else to do it. They did, and now they're sick. That's a felony, and it's even worse if the person dies. So if y'all want to listen to these Facebook detectives or Facebook hospital doctors, you can. I believe facts. And in the state that she's in, that's the penal code. It's a felony. So this black woman is going to throw away her whole life over a few grapes. It ain't worth it, y'all.
and
It ain't.
here's the tripped out part. This is what he doesn't understand. Um, let's just say for the sake of argument that he's under the assumption that nobody knows that she did it. All
Right.
they know is that somebody was poisoned at work. She admitted it to a group on Facebook
Yep.
for which the admin knows who you are. So
Correct.
no, if you report her, you have all the information necessary to implicate her in poisoning and killing someone on the job.
Yeah. And the thing about it was all the members, nobody, the only people who knew who she was the moderators and the admins. And I'm almost positive the admins weren't going to say anything at all. That moderator said, look, I didn't even see the post because I'm a mod. I'm not usually in this group. But when the person asked for the update and she said the person was in the hospital, she went back and read all the comments. That post was sitting there for 4 days. What if the woman was already dead? Do you understand how serious this can be? And then for that woman to go back into the group and remove the post and herself, it tells me that this might not have ended well. And if I find out that that white woman died, I'm now an accomplice because I know who did it. So you absolutely right. I'm gonna say something. If that means I'm a snitch, I don't give a fuck. That black woman should have thought twice before she did what she did. That those kids deserve to have their mother. Y'all crazy out here in these streets. Y'all think that it's okay to fight fire with fire. Not always. It's not okay. And if you got kids and you're acting like a kid, you don't need to have your kids. Period. We've all had food taken. That's too minute. Now, if they take your child, oh yeah, you're going down. Ain't nothing nice about that. They take your kid, you do what you gotta do. But if they take 50 cent out of your car and you blow their head off, do you honestly think the cops will say, well, yeah, they shouldn't have took the 2 quarters. You're right. They deserve to have their head blown off. No, they didn't pose a threat to you. They didn't put your life in danger. So it doesn't give you the right to poison someone and potentially kill them. That's all I'm
So
saying, you guys. Go ahead, hon.
so Jay King just asked you, what's the charge for putting eye
Put
drops in your own
eyedrops in
grapes?
your own grapes, saying Judge Judy.
He didn't hear me.
It's
He didn't hear
called
what I just
booby
read.
trapping.
You know what? That's a
Oh
simp ass. You
man,
know what? That's a
people,
simp ass comment. I'm saying it. I don't
people.
know. That's a simp ass comment. That's a simp.
You
I
know
don't
what?
care what he say about me.
I
That's
want
a
Jay
simp.
King to get on here. Jay King, if you have
Get
any time,
your.
because
That's a
I'm not
simp.
going to judge Jay King. I want to hear
Fuck
his
that.
side.
That's a simp. I
Jay
say it.
King, can you please
That's a
get on
simp.
here, please, sir?
That's a
He
simp.
said he's well educated. So Jay
I
King,
don't
if
give a
you're
fuck
well
what he is.
educated,
That's
hold
a
on, honey.
simp ass comment.
If Jay King, if you're well educated with the law, you wouldn't have asked those questions, sir. You
Fuck
wouldn't have
out of
asked
here.
what charge it would be. That's
It's
so Jay
called
King.
booby trapping.
Hold on, Jay King. Hold on, honey. Jay King, if the woman is to die, what since you know the law, what do you think the charge would be? No charge because she stole some grapes? I just want to know what Jay King has to say since he knows the law very well. If this woman dies, what's her charge, Jay King? She's going to get off because the woman stole the grapes? I just want to hear it, guys. Listen, we have to be smart and we have to know the law. It is a crime. In the state where this woman lives, I just read you the penal code. She knew that somebody was going to take the bait. That's the felony right there. She poisoned the food, knowing someone would take the bait. You don't poison your food and then leave it in the refrigerator for yourself, right? Right. So she did it for someone else to take the bait. And that's where the crime. And also premeditation. She planned it. She went, we all have seen First 48. The first thing they do, go to Walmart, let's look at the cameras, make sure it was her, look at the receipt, match it with the tailor number. We see this shit all the time. Premeditation is a thing. When you plan it, it's even worse because you had a chance to say, you know what? Let me stop. When that woman went to bed after poisoning those grapes and putting them in wherever she put them, she had a chance to say, you know what am I doing? This is dumb as hell. No, she slept on it, got up the next day, brought it to work. Premeditated. If the woman dies, it's premeditated murder. J. King, what part of that don't you understand, sir?
Here's what he doesn't understand. So let's say, for instance, had she put the grapes in there, right? But she likes peanut oil on her grapes for God knows what reason. And the lady ate her grapes and had an allergic reaction to the peanut oil, then she would just be eating somebody else's stuff and not had no idea what was in it. Facts. And that lady would be innocent. Facts. But say for instance, she knows that the woman has a peanut allergy. So she knows who did it. And she was like, okay, I'm going to put peanut oil in my grapes. So, because I know she's the one that's been stealing my grapes. So I'm going to make her have an allergic reaction. That is booby trapping, and it is illegal. You can't booby trap your own home. And if somebody comes into your home and breaks in, you don't have to know that somebody's going to do it. If you booby trap your own home and somebody breaks into your house and they die from your booby trap, you're going to jail. You're going to jail for manslaughter.
You know, I wanted to read what six. I don't know what the rest of the name is, but six says she didn't set her own food the way she likes to eat it, and the other woman had a bad reaction. She set it up as poison for someone else to eat it. That's what you just said, Sweeney, and I agree with you, Six. She didn't set it up where this is how I like my food. I'm gonna put peanut oil in it. I'm gonna put Old Bay in it. This is how I like my food, and then someone eats it, dies. That's their fault. Oh yeah, the woman gonna be clean. She set it up for the person that was stealing to take the bait and potentially be harmed. Because, I mean, you can't think at all putting eye drops in somebody's food or in your food is going to make somebody just have a shit fest. That's what's sad about people. They actually, y'all watch too many movies. I know there's movies out there where someone put eye drops in there and they was just shitting all day. That's not how everybody's body takes it, right? You have a woman who put one drop in her husband's stuff over time so he can suffer. And then he finally died from eye drops. He died. But the cop said, well, why didn't you just set it up to where he would have just taken this and died? She said, I wanted him to suffer. So you can also put just enough in somebody's stuff where they will suffer. They'll be sick every day and not know what it is until it takes enough of that poison in your body and then you die. Again, this woman was hoping for the thief to take the bait and they did. What makes me mad is how at the end of her story, she said she wanted to make sure that Karen and her made eye contact. So she knew not to fuck with her. You guys, that means that this woman had anger in her still over some fucking fruit. Are y'all not seeing that? She didn't say, oh shit, when I saw the Karen on the gurney after coming back from lunch, I felt bad. Like, what was I doing? That was stupid of me. So y'all, please don't do that to nobody in the future. Do something less aggressive. She didn't say that. She said, I wanted to make sure she did not fuck with me like that again. Well, if the woman dies, then you got what you asked for, right? And now you're gonna go away. Because there's no way in hell a cop will say, you did the right thing, Bonquisha. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to fight fire with fire. In this case, no. It's too petty for me, guys. Grapes, we got to do better than that. If they steal your kid, you do what you got to do. But this was not the equivalent. This was something so minute, some grapes. That's like somebody taking your pen every day at work. So what you do is you put an electric shock pen on your desk and someone grabs it and gets shocked and they die. Is it that serious? It's never that serious, you guys. And the minute you do something to harm somebody, you're going down, period.
For the record, somebody asked, so Kevin McAllister should be in jail. Absolutely. Everything he did would land him in jail. Everything.
Okay, hold on. We got somebody new on here. Before we go, you talking about Home Alone. Okay, wait. Yeah. I want to address the $10 super chat. You're excellent, sir. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. And we got somebody new on here. I
Anyone
want to
hear?
hear. Fresh Prince, can you hear us? Fresh Prince? Fresh Prince, can you hear us? Can anybody hear Fresh Prince, or is my stuff messing up again?
No, I can't hear him.
Oh, good night, guys.
Huh? Fresh Prince.
Yeah, I'm saying good night.
Good night.
Yeah. The topic we're talking about, my view is that on both sides, both people are wrong.
What the hell?
I don't know what he just said.
Me either.
We didn't hear what you said, man. Fresh Prince, can you you're breaking up too. Are you calling from another place? Are you in a country? Different country?
Yeah, Jamaica.
Okay, Jim, that's why. Okay. Now, I heard you say Jamaica. Can you repeat what you just said? Because we didn't hear you on the panel.
Oh, what I was saying is that both people are wrong. You hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm saying that both people are wrong. And the lady that poisoned her co-worker, I think that she was thinking out of her emotion. She really analyzed the situation.
Okay, hold on. Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're in a dead spot, but you're breaking up really bad. All I heard was the co-worker. After that, you're breaking up bad. You might have to leave and come back, sir.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and leave and come back, and then we'll see if we can hear you. Okay. So, Your Excellence, sir, just not only did he send me $10, thank you, sir, but he said this happened to my girlfriend years ago before I met her. She had to relearn how to talk, walk, and had been through 17 brain surgeries all over some eye drops. Are you serious? 17 brain surgeries and now has brain issues. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And he said my girlfriend wasn't stealing. She was flat out laced. So somebody laced her with eye drops and it did all that? Shoot, I'm scared as hell. Then I didn't know it could do all that. Now I know that it did say that you could die. It did, depending on the amount. So for his girlfriend to go through all of that over some eye drops, y'all clearly see it in a game, because some people think it's like in the movies and it doesn't happen. Somebody else also referred this to Home Alone. You are right, like Sweeney said, he set that house up because he knew those burglars were coming at 9 p.m. Instead of him calling the cops like a normal 10-year-old would do, he set the house up to hurt these niggas. I mean, hurt them motherfuckers. So at the end of the day, he would be in trouble because he set the house up to be booby trapped for them to fall into the trap. Now, nobody ever said, well, why didn't he call the cops? Remember, he called the cops for the neighbor. Hey, my house is being burglarized. He could have did the same thing for his house, right? Instead, he said, nobody's going to steal anything from my house today. And he set the house up for those guys to be harmed. Yeah, he would have been in trouble. So, guys, we can't keep comparing it to movies. This is real life, what we're talking about right now. All I'm saying is when you plan something, it's like if I knew a thief was going to rob me at 8 p.m. and I'm standing there at my door with a shotgun waiting for him to step in so I can blow his head off, I'm going to go to jail too. They're going to say, well, why didn't you call the cops if you knew he'd be there at 8? Because it's my house. But you cannot take the law into your own hands, people. That's what you guys are not realizing. Her situation is very minute. It was fruit. You know, nobody coming to rob your house where your kids lay. Nobody coming into your car when you're sitting in there on your lunch break. She did this on work grounds. They both would have been fired, and the black woman probably would have did some time because you poisoned somebody and it caused her to be sick. She's going to have a hospital bill, right? She's also not at work. So we don't even know if she has enough sick time. So guys, it's a lot that goes into an account. Do you think all this was worth it? No, it wasn't. Anybody saying that she was justified, you're just as sick as her, because at the end of the day, she's a human. If you wouldn't want it done to your kids, yes, you teach your kids, do not take what's not yours. But kids are still going to do that shit, right? It doesn't warrant death. It doesn't, guys.
Did you see why you said his wife was poisoned?
No, I'm sorry. Hold on.
So she was laced.
Yeah, he said, I know, but I said, was she laced with eye drops?
Yes. Did you see why?
Hold on. No, where's that at?
It might be the last comment he made.
Hold on, honey. I'm scrolling down. Didn't like the way she was supervised. Wait, so somebody at her job did that to her? Because they didn't like the way she was supervising. So what happened to the woman who did that, or man? What happened to the person who did this? Did they go to prison? I'm hoping that they making license plates. I'm telling you guys, because a lot of people think that eye drops are not that serious, and it's just the movies we see. And guys, people die from that. Clearly, man.
I want somebody. This I want anybody. This is what I want y'all. Some of these people to do who's actually defending this behavior.
Go ahead.
The eye drops that I got. Look at the chemicals that are in it.
You have some right now?
No, I take them. I take them in the morning, but them things are heavy. The chemicals in there, especially for as heavy as I need doing a lot of driving. People need to look at the chemicals that are in that in them eye drops, and those are the ultra heavy. Those eye drops can kill people.
It's crazy.
Just,
and they only go in your eyes, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that
anybody?
Crazy?
Pardon me?
No, I said, ain't that crazy how something that goes in your eyes, if it goes anywhere else, like in your mouth, you could die. It's crazy. I would never do that to anybody, guys. And at the end of the day, all I'm saying is,
you got people defending it. Yes.
I know that woman is listening to this show. I feel like I'm the reason why she deleted it out of the group. Because all of a sudden, it had been there 4 days. And then today, all of a sudden, she goes in and removes it and herself. You only remove yourself so that they can't see that you posted that, right? So she's guilty or something. I'm hoping she didn't remove herself in that post because the woman died. If she did, she's going to jail. I don't care how anybody feels. At the end of the day, there's always consequences to our actions. And if somebody's going to sit here and tell me on this panel that when someone takes fruit from you, they deserve to die, then I'm surprised you're not in jail already, because you can't tell me nobody's never stolen from you before. We've all had something stolen from us before in our life. I don't care who you are. Someone took something, even if it's your sibling. And I'm sure you didn't kill them. It starts at home with your siblings. Am I right?
Yep.
They take from you all the time. They take what's not theirs all the time. They wear your shirts and they go to school wearing your shit. You never killed them. So I'm saying it should be the same across the board. We shouldn't be harming people because we're mad. All I'm saying is fruit is replaceable. That woman has a child. So if she goes to jail and she goes to CPS, I'm telling you guys, it's so much that can happen. I'm hoping she left the group because she knows that I know. And I'm hoping that she checks her inbox. I don't want to hurt this woman and her feelings or make her feel all scared, but I want to ask her for an update, and I want proof of this update. I'm going to ask her questions. I'm going to ask her to show me. I need to see all this with my own 2 eyes. We're going to video chat. I want to make sure that that woman is okay. I need to hear that that woman is still alive. If she's in a coma, I'm reporting her. At the end of the day, she could be feeling better now. But at the end of the day, guys, is this something we shouldn't be doing? I don't want anybody to lose their job. I don't. But if she cared about her job, she wouldn't have did that at the job. When you're at the job doing that shit, they have control. You're fired. You honestly think the job is going to tell her, we know she stole from you and she deserved it. We're going to promote you to supervisor. No, they're going to fire her. Most of your cubicle jobs mean that there's multiple people. Anyone could have been stealing in the past. What if she wasn't at work when they sent the email? What if she didn't see the email yet? We really don't know when the email was sent. She could be telling us little bits and pieces. All I'm saying is we know she planned that poisoning. She planned it. She went to Walmart, bought the grapes. She planned it. We shouldn't do that to people, guys. We're better than that. When you have a kid, I don't expect this behavior from somebody that has a kid, that's a single parent. I don't expect this behavior from them. I expect this behavior from some teenagers who are dumb as fuck, who haven't lived life yet. I don't expect this from a woman that's 36 years old. I don't. We know better at that age. Shit, we know better at 18, right? At the end of the day, when you're that old, I don't expect you to do this type of shit. You're a mother. So now your child is going to be, in somebody else's hands because you did something stupid. Is it worth it? So like I said, all of y'all men that are saying that y'all would have did worse, I don't believe you. Because you're telling me right now that nobody's ever stole from you because you'll do worse. I'm not going to buy that. Somebody stole from you before and you didn't do shit because you already know the law. So don't play. Because when you go to prison, they're going to steal a lot from you. They're going to steal your commissary. They're going to steal your flip-flops. They're going to steal more. What you going to do? What you going to do to Big Tyrone that's in there for life? You going to beat his ass? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, tough guy. Like I said, a lot of y'all tough until you go into prison. You deal with niggas that ain't got nothing to lose. So quit acting like you're tough. You know if somebody stole your shit in corporate America, you're not going to touch them. You're not going to fight them because you know the ramifications, right? So again, guys, we got to do better. We got to do better. I think it's cute how y'all acting all tough. But again, guys, I care about people as a human first. I've had people steal from me too. and I've never done nothing that crazy. If they stole from me and we were in the same room, oh yeah, I'm putting hands on you. We in the same place. I know you took it. But I would never go to white America and poison somebody on their grounds. Oh no, not doing that, because that woman's family, if she dies, they can sue that job. They can. Y'all know how that shit works? It's not worth it, guys. That's all I'm saying. If anybody's telling me that I'm wrong, please come on the panel. Me and Sweeney, we have all day. Come on the panel and tell me why I'm wrong. Y'all can call me a coon all you want to. At the end of the day, that's somebody's mother. Those 3 kids deserve to have their mother. Her husband deserved, and why she did it, I don't know. I don't know why that woman took them grapes with 3 kids and a husband. I can't tell you. I can't tell you why she ate them grapes. I can't tell you guys, but people do dumb stuff. Blood sugar could have been low. Oh, let me take a grape real quick. People do that dumb shit. They do at jobs like that. They do. You know, I'm not justifying her being a thief. She's a fucking thief. But I'm not going to justify somebody trying to kill the thief. It shouldn't happen like that, right?
And my question is, when did we have such a disregard for human life? Like, this is what we're doing now. We're poisoning people over stolen grapes.
Well, it's not just people, Sweeney. If you ask me my opinion, it's because she's white. You know, a lot of black women, if you go on my Facebook, anybody that has the time today, go on my Facebook and look at the comments. It's over 1,000 comments. A lot of black women are happy that she did this to the Karen. This is stemming from the mermaid shit that's going on and all this other shit. They're happy that a black woman got a Karen. Guys, we got to do better than that. But go ahead, Sweeney. I'm sorry, sir.
So I'm letting you go off.
It's emotion. It's the fact that she was white. Now, let me ask you this, Sweeney. Keep it 1,000 with me right now. If it had been a white woman saying she did this to a black coworker and said a bonquisha, then ran to the bathroom, talk to me, Sweeney.
Oh, you know the response.
Definitely. Are you really going to ask us that? All the years that they had us in slavery? Are you really going to ask us, should you get the Karen fired? Come on, tell me. Somebody please tell me I'm lying here today.
They'd be begging for you to snitch on her.
They say you're a black woman, and she did this to a black woman. I say, but the black woman stole. So? Stealing doesn't warrant death? Exactly. Come on, you guys. If a Karen said the bonquisha, because she called her a Karen, if she said them bonquisha ran to the bathroom, and I looked at her and said, I'm not to be fucked with. Oh, that's some slave shit. You know how these black women will flip the script. They will be in my inbox telling me, if you don't do it, we're going to try to boycott you, right? So why is it okay when the race is a white woman being, poisoned? It's okay. Y'all know already if the roles were reversed, how y'all would act. So don't sit up here and act like you guys are really enraged. You're just happy that it was a white woman that she did this to. Let's keep it 100. And that's not right if we're thinking like that. We got to do better. We're better than this. Because all they're going to do is laugh at your dumb ass when you got to go to jail, take the mugshot, and your kid is taken away from you. They're going to laugh at you. While you're in there making license plates, people are going to be out here living their life. And you gain nothing, but you lost everything. If it comes down to you losing everything, if you do something like that and you still choose that route, you deserve everything that happens to you. No sympathy here. Like I said, one thing about women, when they're mad, they think on emotion. But this woman didn't think on the spur of a moment. She let it sit for at least 10 hours. I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt. It had to be some time that lapsed from her going to Walmart, poisoning the grapes, putting them wherever she put them, sleeping, getting up the next day, going to work. I'm going to say at least 10 hours. Those grapes stayed in a Tupperware closed. So that stuff stayed in there. The poison stayed in there. It sat there. It was saturated. So that's probably why she's still in the hospital. Had it have been her just putting some drops in the morning that she put it in the refrigerator at work, it probably wouldn't have been this intense, right? But the poison had a chance to settle. Do y'all get what I'm saying here? Or do I got to break it down in layman terms? She allowed the poison to settle. It stayed contained in a Tupperware. It didn't breathe. Do y'all realize how deadly this woman is? That's what she did. Didn't give it a chance to breathe. Now, if she would have said, so the next day I came to work and I threw some drops in there and put it in the refrigerator and it sat there for a couple hours, Karen probably wouldn't be sick still right now. It probably would have been a day or two and she would have been fine. But this woman is still in the hospital, and I think it's because of that poison sitting in that Tupperware with no room to breathe that stayed contained. That's dangerous. And let's not forget, she shook it up. So if you're shaking it up, you put more than a few drops in there. Come on, y'all.
I'm shaking. I'm gonna shake this. I'm about to get this chick.
Right. Think about it. Man. She said I shook it up. So a few drops, you wouldn't need to shake it. You're putting it a few drops in there. You're hoping that she takes one of those grapes out of all the grapes, right? But she said she shook it up. So that means that she had to put more than just a few grapes. I mean, a few drops. Come on, you guys. We got to use our head here, right? That's evil. And then on top of that, she felt no sympathy coming back from lunch, seeing that woman on a gurney. I mean, come on, guys. We got to do better. And nobody knows she did that at her job. I know her job, and I know HR's email. I have not sent anything yet, guys, because I wanted an update. I already feel bad because I haven't said nothing. But you guys are always saying I'm quick to get somebody fired. I'm quick to ruin somebody's life that they already ruined it on their own, right? Y'all always saying I'm wrong. I'm always wrong. So when I put it in y'all hands, I'm still being called wrong. I haven't done nothing yet. So I'm just saying, Celebrity. The old me, you know what I would have did. You know what the old me would have done? She would have already been fired.
At bare minimum, this is a fireable offense.
It
is. At bare minimum.
And I actually care that this woman has a child, man. I care more about her having her one child than the Karen having 3. Now I feel bad because this woman has 3 kids and she didn't deserve it. I'm thinking, I don't think this woman was the same woman that was stealing the fruit from weeks ago. I don't think she had been stealing it. I think that day she just chose the wrong day. I really feel like that. Having 3 kids and a husband, I just don't see it. I don't see this woman being the person that had been continuously stealing her fruit. What if her blood sugar was low and she was having an episode and just needed one grape to bring it up? I'm not making excuses, but I've seen people do that in cubicles. I've seen people do that before where their blood sugar got low, so they took a piece of chocolate off of Stanley's desk. It happened. But I mean, yeah, they told Stanley they took it. But still, guys, I just don't believe this woman with a whole family was eating this and stealing this woman's food. I just don't believe it. I believe that day she just decided to do it. And that's just coming from me. I could be wrong. But God, all I'm saying is it's the after that made me mad. How she wanted to make sure that woman that was in excruciating pain, crying her eyes out, looked her in her face so she can know, don't fuck with me again. That's some crazy shit, y'all.
Like, and I see what you're saying about that. Like, had the lady went to the bathroom, like you watched her rush to the bathroom. She came back like 30 minutes later because she was on the toilet like she came back like an hour and a half later because she'd been on the toilet the whole time. You might get a good chuckle out of it. But you watch this woman on a gurney and was like, no remorse? None whatsoever. You didn't care at all that this woman might die.
Yep, she didn't care. And guys, like I said, we all do dumb stuff. I've heard of pranks gone wrong, right? Like the prank where the dude scared the hell out of the woman. She ran out in the street and got hit by the car. He was still held accountable. Was oh, but it was just a little prank. I saw it on YouTube and I thought it would be funny. But the woman being hit by a car and dying wasn't funny, right? Like I said, even pranks that go wrong, you still get held accountable. Because had you not have set that up for her to be scared, she wouldn't have ran out in the street and got hit by a car. You're still going to be held accountable. All I'm saying is that this woman didn't care that she had a child. She didn't care about her life, her freedom, her job. And the job where she works, I know she makes damn good money. She makes pretty good money. I would never jeopardize my career and my family for some stupid grapes. I would have went and bought myself my own cooler and went about my day. I would have also told HR, someone is still stealing, you need to put a camera in there. You can always try your best to make sure you don't have to go that route. I don't think she tried hard enough, guys. And sometimes I'm thinking, like, what if she didn't go to HR? She's telling us that she did. Because usually when HR sends an email out saying, do not touch someone's food that isn't yours. If you do, there can be serious consequences, right? She probably threw in the HR thing to make us say, well, hey, she tried. I don't believe that she went to HR. Because if this had continuously been happening, and you said, oh, they sent an email. Well, if they sent an email, usually it doesn't happen often because then that person doesn't know who's watching now, right? Because HR sent the email putting everybody on notice. We know y'all stealing. She said even after the email, the woman did this, right? I don't believe that email was sent. I think she threw in the HR part to make you think it was justified for her to poison this woman. That's just me, guys. I don't believe. And see, if I reach out to HR, they'll tell me the truth, wouldn't they? So again, I don't think she went to HR from the beginning. I don't believe her. Because usually when HR steps in, they warn people. If you do it again, if you're caught, you're fired. And then people say, oh, shit, I'm not trying to lose my job now. I need this job. See, my job, they put a camera in that bitch. And nobody's food ever came up stolen. People left donuts out. People left chips opened out. And nothing ever got taken. So I just don't believe that this woman that is that old, mid-30s, would do something like this after HR failed her. I don't believe that. This woman has a really good job. I know she gets paid pretty good money. So again, you're not going to risk something like that. So again, guys, at the end of the day, I just feel like in this situation, she could have handled it much better. You never do something. Go ahead, hon.
You must have blocked that J King guy because I don't know what it is. You got another one in there who starts with a J, and he's saying the same wild shit.
Okay, hold on. No, I didn't block him. Hold on.
I don't know what's up with these J's around
People
here,
need to
man.
stop eating other people's food. J-Lock. Yeah, I don't know who J-Lock is, but I'm going to read it. J-Lock said, you're an adult. You should know better not to steal people's food. That's not yours. Let this be a lesson. I'm not saying what she did was right or wrong. But you're writing in capital letters, J-Lock. You're screaming. If you are stealing, he said, if you are stealing someone's food, it might cost your life. Wow, J-Lock. Now, J-Lock, I have to disagree with you, man. You tripping right now. You're saying that if you steal someone's food, it may cost you your life. Like, J-Lock, would you teach your kids that? Your nephews that? Your cousins that? Would you tell them that? Know that if you steal, you might die. So I'm just finally caught one of these. Salute to you, Dad. All I'm saying, J-Lock, is I don't agree with you. I don't agree with what you're saying. It should never warrant death. It should never warrant over food, you guys. Over food. We're talking about food here. So J-Lock is saying that if you steal someone's food, it may cost you your life. That's his motto. So I'm curious to know, J-Lock, no one has ever stolen anything from you in your entire existence on this earth. No one has ever stolen from you. It might not have been food. They could have taken your pen, because it happens. In any job, someone took something off your desk, your stapler, your pen, something that didn't belong to them. Did you kill them? Because I know you're not going to sit here and tell us all on this show that no one has ever stolen from you, because then I'm going to have to block you for lying. Keep it 100. J-Lock, has anyone ever stolen anything from you, and did you kill him? All I'm saying is, if he's saying that food equals death, then what if she stole her pen? What if she said this person kept taking my pen off my desk? So I set them up and I put poison on the pen, where once they pick it up, it pokes them in the finger. Would that have been justified because she shouldn't have picked up, or he shouldn't have picked up the pen? You guys are justifying someone potentially being killed over something minute. Man, we're going backwards. That's what we're doing. We're going backwards. Go ahead, Sweeney. You had something else to say?
Oh no, I was just letting you rock out, man. I'm just catching these comments, and this is just wild to me. This is wild. That we literally have people sitting here saying, "Oh, if you steal somebody's food, it's going to cost you your life." This is what we doing?
Yeah. I like I said, at the end of the day, I will teach people I know not to take things. We all know not to take things, but we have all taken something that didn't belong to us in our life, and we've had it done to us. We're still here, right? Like I said, the other brother, was it Ranger? I forgot his name. He said he was the person on the gurney, and it taught him a lesson. But if you're in the military and you poison another person because they took your food, I'm almost positive that person will be held accountable. They're not going to sit there and say, good job for taking the law in your own hands, right? When you're at work, you guys are all one team. You're all co-workers. You guys have to also be there for each other. So again, she could have put a laxative in there. She could have put a lot of salt in there. She could have did so many other things that were less lethal. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, if she would have made the food so spicy that Karen got heartburn and had an allergic reaction, then yeah, that's a consequence from her eating somebody's food that they prepared for themselves. But this woman prepared poisonous grapes for it to potentially harm someone that was stealing. That's not the way we do things, guys.
You know what?
You can block me if you want, but it doesn't change the truth, how people feel about their personal blood. J-Lock, see, that's how I know you're now thinking off of emotion. I asked you a question, and I said I was going to block you if you lied. I said, has anyone ever taken anything from you? Yes or no? And if they did, what did you do? You said taking someone's food could cost you your life. So has anyone ever stolen from you, J-Lock? Is what I asked you. And I said, if you lie, I'm going to block you. Because I know someone has stolen from you before and you ain't do shit about it that was to this extent. See, men, you guys got to stop lying. Stop the tough guy act. That ain't gonna work here on this panel. Quit acting like if someone stole your pen, you're gonna blow their head off when they get off work. Because you full of shit. You are. That's not big enough for you to act like that, right? If they steal your kid or they kidnap your wife, your girlfriend, your sister, your brother, I see the evil. But here, nah. Grapes, no. Not gonna work. He said, "Did you not read what I said?" You said a lot, and a lot of it was in capital letters. You said if you can block me if you want, but it doesn't change the truth, how people feel about their personal belongings. Sorry, not sorry. That didn't answer my question. So again, guys, Curtis, I will drop the link for you. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to give you guys all a chance because I haven't checked my Facebook yet, and I'm gonna wait until the show is over to check it because I just received a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna go through it, but guys, all I'm saying is we got to do better. Because we know that if this happened to someone in our family, yes, we're gonna be mad because they stole someone's food, but we're gonna be even more upset at the person who poisoned our loved one, right? We want revenge, right? Eye for an eye. Quit acting like you'll say, well, you know what? You know what, Bobby? You had every right to poison my sibling or poison the loved one that I see every day because they should have taken your food, Bobby. Thank you. I've never heard that happen in history. Black people want revenge. They want blood. Oh, so you poisoned my nephew, my son, my brother, my cousin because they took a couple French fries? They're not going to let that ride. They're going to say, oh, okay, got you. We got you. Locked and loaded. So don't sit up here and act like y'all would not go to war if it was your family that was poisoned. It's what they stole that will piss you off. So you took a few grapes and they try to kill you? Oh, yeah. So, J-Lock, you can say whatever you want, but we all know the truth, man.
These are the same people who would get upset when police escalate violence when people are doing violent shit. And then we want to get out there and say, and we want to get out there and get mad at the police.
Good. Sweeney, that's why I love you, Sweeney. So when cops shoot black men for running away and they shoot them in the back, they didn't pose a threat. That doesn't warrant death. Ronnie doesn't warrant death. I've never heard a black man say another black man deserved to die because he ran from the cops. But he's committing a crime. He's running from the cops. So why can't the cops shoot him in the back and kill him?
Hold on, I got an even better one for you. Remember a couple years back when that girl got shot as she was trying to stab someone else?
Yep, I remember. She was
and
a young,
everybody was saying
minor.
she didn't deserve to die while she was trying to stab someone else?
That is a great example. The cops shot her dead because she was in the act of about to stab another kid. Yes, I said she got what she deserved because when she swung, she was bigger than the girl she was about to stab. The cop had to do what he had to do. And I'm a black woman saying this, so yeah.
So you got people here saying that somebody deserves to die because they ate some grapes, but then you will get out there and march in the streets if somebody dies because they were trying to stab someone.
Okay. J-Lock said, hold on. J-Lock said he'd get on the panel when he gets off work. So I want to hear Sir. Sir Messington. I know you just got on, sir. I want to hear you. Go ahead.
How's the audio?
The audio is perfect. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I know I kept like jumping in and out because I was having like issues with my Bluetooth. But what I wanted to say is that I don't agree that she should have tried to poison her coworker and anybody who's defending that position. I really look at you some type of way. Because at the end of the day, it is petty theft. It is something that is like so minimal that it doesn't warrant like killing somebody else. And what she could have done is instead of trying to poison her coworker, I mean, I get it. It's annoying to have somebody else trifling hands ruffling through your food that you putting in your mouth. So I understand the irritation from that standpoint, but I feel like she could have just bought herself a mini fridge and put it in her cubicle. If I have a mini fridge that's sitting in my desk, I ain't got to worry about nobody touching none of my stuff. So I make my lunch or whatever at home, bring it to work with me, and my mini cooler is sitting up under my desk, so I ain't got to worry about nobody touching nothing. But to go to the length of poisoning somebody is just insane. And anybody who is, like I said, is defending that, I look at you some type of way because that's just weird.
We live in a different type of world where we disregard human life until it's one of our own. Now,
let me ask you this. Hold on, Sweeney. Sir, let me ask you this. Has anyone ever taken food from you at work?
I can't say that I can't say that, no, honestly, because I feel like I've worked at a lot of factories and warehouses, and it's like that was just never an issue. Now,
Okay,
if it
so
had
if they did
it happened, I still wouldn't have went through that length of like, you know, trying to poison somebody or something. But I don't know. I guess the vibe in like a, you know, the white collar field might be more like intimate versus like working at a factory where you might not even, you know other people that work there.
right. So you would say that if it did happen to you where someone was taking your food, you would never go to that extreme.
No, I would just either just like, you know, leave it in my car or like bring it to my work area or just like go out to eat or something on my lunch break or like call up a friend and have them bring me some food or something. I feel like there are so many other things you could do than deciding that today I'm gonna choose violence and fucking murder. Like what? Why are we jumping to that extreme?
Okay, hold on. We have someone that I think he's in HR. RM is his name. He said, I just terminated someone last week for this foolishness. Don't throw your life away for a $5 box of chicken. So RM, if you are HR, can you please come onto the panel? Because I want to know how if you did have somebody at work stealing food, how does HR typically handle that? Do they send a generic text? I mean, email to everybody? Do they let them know you'll be fired?
And
Okay, he is an HR manager. RM, please click the link that I just posted and get on, please. I won't take
hey,
much of your time, sir. Go ahead,
and
sir.
here's the other thing. That lady is gonna have to go out on workers' comp because that incident happened while she was, you know, she was injured while performing, you know, while at work. So if HR like, you know, finds out about that, then not only can it be a fireable offense, but they can try to go after her to recoup that money that they've had to pay out to the other employee for her being out on workers' comp.
You're right. And Anthony said, I've had food stolen at work. I cussed everyone in earshot out. That's what black people do. We go in the kitchen and say, keep taking my shit and I catch you. You know how we are. We dramatic. We loud. We letting you know if I catch you, it's hands, right? But we will never say, you know what? Let me set this person up so I can see who's taking it. What I did was I changed the narrative. I ended up buying myself a little cooler and I handled myself my way. Because I'm like, I can't control 200 people on this floor. Somebody gonna steal it again. I already knew it.
Yeah.
But and that was that one job. Another job, they said, you know what? We can put a camera in the break room. It ain't hard. So they put a camera in the break room and no one's food ever got stolen. So some jobs will do that for you if you complain about it. But I'm just not buying that she went to HR. Because if she went to HR, why would you then poison somebody instead of going back to HR saying it's still happening? You know what I'm saying? HR is
Yeah,
going to
that's
have
not
your
right.
back. They don't want no issues if people are stealing your food. They don't. I don't think HR would just say, hey guys, please don't steal everyone's food. Have a great day. No, they usually scare people. If we catch you, if we see it, someone else sees it, you're fired. People don't want to lose their job over no food. It's never that serious, right? So I think she used the HR thing to make us think she tried to justify the poisoning. I'm not. Maybe she didn't like this Karen. She already called her a Karen. That wasn't her name. I'm sure that wasn't her real name. So she could have had beef with this woman already. She could have known that she was the one stealing. Could have saw her taking it and say, you know what? I'm gonna set her up. We really don't know, but I don't believe that this woman just threw away her whole life because of somebody stealing her fruit. I think she had beef with this Karen because she called her Karen. That's the name you call someone you don't
Yeah,
fuck with.
that's so like premeditated and like diabolical to like do something like that. Like
It
that
is. Oh yeah.
I'm afraid of those type of people that have that type of mindset.
I agree. Okay, we got somebody on here, Emmanuel. Emmanuel Dark. I don't know what this picture is or if you're on video, but go ahead, Emmanuel.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm coming in kind of late, but I heard just got the gist of it, and wow, that person is a sociopath, hands down. I don't care what the excuse is. That is definitely sociopathic behavior. And on a slight side note, to kind of give a bigger perspective, in terms of female serial killers, I'm not saying that person is, but in the history of female serial killers, that's been their most desired method of execution as of choice as poisoning people. I just want to put that out there.
Well, thank you. Like I said, we all know that it takes a real like evil person to calculate something so big. You know, back in the day, I didn't know eye drops can do this. I didn't, but I remember that woman in March of this year. She slowly poisoned her husband with eye drops, and the cop asked her. He said, "If you would have just put 5 of these drops in his coffee, he could have died. So why did you drag it out?" She said, "Because I wanted him to suffer." The fuck?
Yeah, traditionally that's been the method of
Woo!
choice of female serial killers is
Yep.
poisoning
Of course. No scent,
and
no taste, pretty much. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't smell it. You know, they
it,
even changed the way antifreeze smells so people can catch it, right? They used to poison people that way too. What I'm saying is, in this instance, I feel like this woman had a beef with this white woman because she called
yeah,
her a Karen. And we usually call Karens white women who have an attitude towards black people, right? So I think she knew. She probably caught Karen going in the refrigerator. I hate that I have to call her that. I know her name and I'm not going to say it. But going into the refrigerator, and she probably saw her doing it and said, "Oh, let me set this bitch up. I don't fuck with white people anyway." I'm getting that out of this. I don't think this woman went to HR. I just don't, guys. I don't. I think she tried to make us feel in our hearts like, well, she tried everything. She tried HR. She gave it weeks and weeks and didn't do anything. So, no, guys, I'm sorry. When the minute she called her a Karen, my brain said, you know what? She probably had beef with this woman and knew she was a thief and set her up. I'm just saying, that's just me, guys. I could be wrong. But when you address somebody, she didn't say a co-worker or a woman I work with. She said Karen. And we know what Karen means, right? Come on, guys. That's all I'm saying.
that's
Go ahead, honey.
clearly attempted murder charge and possibly conspiracy to commit murder and probably other charges as well.
Yeah.
If the police got involved, it's like, and the DA, they would a white woman, they would throw the book at her. She'll be doing at least a 10-year bid easy.
And J Lock said actually antifreeze is their most use of. So back in the day, J Lock, it was where people couldn't tell. Like women would put antifreeze in like their ex-husbands or their husband's Gatorade, and they couldn't tell. Right? They've changed it now to where you can tell if you use antifreeze. I saw that on Cold Case Files. I didn't even know that they changed it, but they changed the ingredients so it had a strong odor where you can't miss that something's in there that's not supposed to be in there. Back in the day, they would put it in like Gatorade and stuff like that because it had a fruity smell. So, guys, I used to want to do this shit for a job. That's why my bachelor's is in criminal justice. All I'm saying is, if you know your law, you know that this is not okay. Cops love telling us you can't take the law into your own hands. You're not the cops, right? That's the thing. They would never support someone trying to kill someone over some grapes. They would say, really? Some grapes? Grapes. Like, really? Is it? I mean, your whole life you're throwing away over some grapes. It's never that serious, guys. Now, she said this woman tried to attempt to kidnap her child, so she shot her. Okay, I get it. You acted in the moment because you're protecting your seed. But nobody's life was in danger. Just her grapes were in danger, right? Come on, guys. Come on. We got to use our head here. So, do y'all had anything else y'all wanted to say?
And actually, if they tested her for poison, they probably already know that she was poisoned. When she went to her doctor, they probably already know she was poisoned.
But you know what?
Probably.
When it comes to the eye drops, when you do toxicology, you don't get that back so fast. When they do your blood work, it doesn't happen overnight. It could take a long time to get everything that's in your body. I know that because when I had a nervous breakdown, when I found out that I had mental health problems and they did my blood work, I didn't find out, I was anemic and all these other things until like weeks and weeks later. They don't rush shit like that for you. They don't even rush stuff like that for cops.
Okay.
So when it comes to running your blood and finding out what it is, they could think that she's having like a little stomach bug. I don't know what they think, but they won't know within a couple of days. Oh, it was eye drops. It takes a little while. It does.
Well, if they do tie it to that she was poisoned and she was taken from her job, then they're going to know that the criminal is in the job. So the walls may still close in on her either way. She may still be asked out.
I would say this: if she survives, they probably might leave it. They probably won't take it that far. But if she dies, they definitely gonna.
Man, I'm hoping that she doesn't. And I'm thinking she left the group because she found out that somebody shared it with me. There's no way that that woman doesn't know about the post because it did go viral. And again, at the end of the day, maybe I'm saving somebody else's life. What if somebody was in the act of doing that right this second? I'm hoping I don't do things like this to hurt people or to get them fired, but I want y'all to understand the people that keep attacking me. Why'd you post it? It was in the group. Well, I want you guys to remember something. When you post something in a Facebook group, Facebook sees that. Y'all acting like they don't know what's going on in these groups because when you report it, a private group, how do you think they shut it down? That group that had 36,000 members to get me killed or whatever buy Daphne meant, buy to me means they want me gone. Buy doesn't mean they want me to be gone on Monday and back on Tuesday. Buy means they want me gone forever. So that group, I couldn't see what was in there. I couldn't, but Facebook could. And when Facebook shut the group down, they said that bullying. So clearly they were bullying me in the group, but I couldn't see it. Facebook can. So y'all can act like things are anonymous all you want, but they see that shit and they can give it to the cops. All I'm saying is she went back and deleted her post for a reason because she knows that I got a hold of it. I have not told anybody her name, where she lives, and I don't do that. That's not what I do. I don't do that, but I will report her to her job because that's what you're supposed to do. If this woman dies anytime, if she reaches out to me tonight, we're going to video chat and I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And I'm going to have her show me proof that that woman is okay. And I don't know what to do from there. I don't know if I should still report her because they're both going to lose their job. She's going to be fired too. At least she has a husband. This woman ain't got nobody but her daughter. That's it. Her child. I shouldn't have said daughter. Now, who cares? Her daughter. So at the end of the day, if you know that you're a single mother, you would never do something like that to risk your livelihood. You're too old for that. Like I said, ladies, you're too old to be doing that shit. And when you have a good career and you're doing well for yourself, why jeopardize it over some stupid grapes? I'm just saying there's so much more that she could have done. I mean, guys, we watch these pranks on YouTube all day, and I saw somebody put a gun in a purse. The minute you steal it and you open it, pow, the bullet blows your head off. Do you think that would be an okay prank? Do you think the cops would say, well, yeah, they shouldn't have took the purse? You said that person.
Uh-oh.
So I'm just saying, you guys, there's ways that she could have did this better, and I'm gonna keep everybody posted. I hope that that person's okay, but I'm now an accomplice if I say nothing, right? Because she posted it. Everybody in that group, they don't know who to report because they didn't see her name. Only the admins. And in this group, there was 4 moderators, and that moderator sent it to me because she trusted me. And I told her I'm gonna share it because we need to bring awareness. But the person made the post anonymous already. So it's already anonymous. Y'all don't know what she looks like. Y'all don't know what her name is. So again, at the end of the day, I'm hoping that I help somebody else who's about to do this. It might not be eye drops, but I hope I help somebody. That's all. I know some people are gonna call me a snitch. I'm okay with that title. I wouldn't want this happening to my family. Because we all do stuff like that. We take things sometimes not thinking like, oh, let me take that. Not really thinking. But you don't think you're going to die, right? So like I said, I don't think taking food warrants death in the workplace. I'm sorry, guys, I don't. We take pens in the workplace. I've taken pens from people's desks. Oh, I got to write something down real quick. And this is when I had a cubicle. This was years ago, of course. But when I worked in cubicles, y'all, we all took from each other. It's still stealing. Even if it's your coworker and she's not there and you take her gel pen to sign a document, it's still stealing. You took that without her permission or his permission, right? So we all do that naturally. Should we die for it? That's all I'm saying, guys. And Hannah, you said you couldn't hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Are we good?
Yeah, you had cut out for a second.
Okay, sorry about that, you guys. And Anthony said something big. She posted anonymous because she knew she was wrong. Maybe she deleted it because she thought twice, like, this was dumb. Being anonymous wasn't going to help me. I don't think she knew that being anonymous meant that only the admins can see it. I think she thought posting it, nobody was going to know it was her. I honestly think that was the gist. But when I had posted it on Facebook, I put the admins and the moderators can see it. Maybe that made her delete it, guys. Maybe she felt private when she posted it anonymously, not knowing who can see it. And I think I kind of messed her up with that. So I hope she reaches out to me tonight. If she tells me that woman went home and she'll be back to work in a couple days, what should I do then? Anybody want to chime in? If she tells me that the woman can come back to work and she's okay, should I still report her and then both lose their job? Or should I let it go and tell that woman not to do it again? Should I make her write an essay on poison? What should I do? Because I don't want to blackmail no one, because I'm not asking for no money. I want to make sure that this woman doesn't do nothing like this again. Because the next time you could kill someone. What if it happens again at work and it wasn't Karen and somebody else starts stealing? Right? You can't always be sure that it's going to stop. I'm just being honest. When you work at a job with cubicles, I'm assuming you work like in a call center, but her job is typically like a call center, but her role is not a bad role. I know she gets good money. I would never sacrifice my job if I'm getting paid pretty good money. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'll say this. You should tell her to put it in her own hands. Tell her to report herself.
Oh, she ain't gonna do that. Oh, no.
Or you're gonna do it.
But see, to me, I feel like I'm threatening her. I'd just rather do it myself. I want to talk to her and ask her what was the reasoning behind this, because I want the truth. I don't think she told the full truth in that group. I think she took some truth out, put some lies in. I honestly think she didn't like that Karen. I don't think she liked that woman. I think they had a beef. And she said, I'm going to do something to get back at her. Maybe she saw her doing it. Maybe she knew that was her food and she poisoned that woman's food. It might not have even been her grapes. It might not have even been her own food. I'm just saying, she could have twisted this story around and make us think that she's the victim when really Karen is the victim. What if Karen took her man? What if Karen liked the guy at work and she liked him too, but the guy liked the Karen? We really don't know. But with the minute she said Karen, I knew there was a beef. Because if you didn't have a beef with this innocent person, you would have said my coworker. You wouldn't have said if it was a woman or a man. You would have just said coworker, right? But she said Karen. We all know a Karen is not a positive person, right? And you're calling her a Karen for stealing grapes. Were the grapes black? Is she racist? I'm just saying, a Karen is a racist white woman, correct? We would never call a Karen somebody who just said, I don't like you today. That's not a Karen. A Karen is somebody who's racist. Am I right, guys? So again, I just want to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And if Karen loses her job too, she asked for it. She stole. I just don't want her to lose her life. And I'm hoping that I'm wrong about maybe her blood sugar was low and she thought, let me have a grape real quick. But then if that was the case, she should have told that woman she took a grape, right? So again, I don't know if the story is full truth, but I know that it really did happen. That's all I can say. So guys, all I'm saying is in the future, please don't handle it this way in corporate America. You won't win. You won't. And if you're going to do something like that and tell Facebook, don't get mad at somebody for sharing it because they think it's bad. And ask yourself this. Yeah, she shared it with me, but y'all don't think that moderator shared it with somebody else too? I'm not the only one who got that post. I know for sure she didn't just say, oh, I know there's an accountability queen online. Let me send it to her. I'm positive that moderator sent it to someone else too. Probably not her job, because I know she didn't dox the woman. I did. Right? So all I'm saying is I think she probably shared it with her admin friends and said, hey, I know someone who doxes for a living that could make sure that this person is safe. Let me send it there. All I'm saying, guys, is it was sent to me because the person was worried. That's all. And she did me a favor by sending me the link to the person's page. That's how I got a hold of it, So again, guys, it's sad. It's sad. I hate that this happened to this woman, but it wasn't that serious. And I'm going to stick with that. I would not say I'm not going to hold her accountable because she got a white woman. But I know a lot of you black women on my Facebook only got happy because it was a white woman. I know the mermaid stuff has pissed you off because these white women are blackface and they're saying, hey, look at me. I'm a black mermaid. And it pissed y'all off. But everybody isn't like that. That's white. Okay? Everybody isn't a Karen because they're white. Can't think like that. Because you wouldn't want nobody calling you Bonquisha, right? Okay, hold on. Who else do we have here? Jalea. Hi, Jalea.
Hey, Miss Daphne. It's been a while.
It has.
But I actually, I'm just gonna be a little brief. But
okay.
I was looking at the comments.
Are you outside?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I
I
can
am.
hear a whole
That's
bunch
why
of
I was saying I was
noise.
gonna be. That's why
Okay,
I
go
was
ahead and
saying I'm
be
gonna be
brief.
kind of brief.
Okay, go ahead, hon.
So I was just looking at the comments, and I saw that a lot of people were saying that it was justifiable what the lady did, as far as poisoning the lady who was eating her grapes. And I just find it to be, very disgusting. Why? Because at the end of the day, like, it's food. I understand it was hers, but at the same time, it's like, why go so far as to try to put someone's life in jeopardy over some food? Like, it don't get that deep. It's not that serious. And I just feel like that's very sick. That's very, very sick. It's, regardless of your race, it's very sick. But because of the fact it was a black woman, it's like, no, I'm sorry, I don't support that at all. And I'm a black woman myself saying this. But other than that, Miss Daphne, I'm gonna go ahead and just, go back to like the live chat and whatnot. Keep doing what you've been doing, Miss Daphne. I still support you. It's been a while since I've, been tuning into your lives, but I had to tune into this one because the title just kind of like drew me in, and I was like 14 minutes in or whatever to your live, and as I was listening, I was like, really? I said, a black woman really poisoned her grapes because a white lady kept eating her grapes? Like, really? I just couldn't believe it.
Can you guys hear me? I had to, you know what? I figured it out. It goes idle and then I have to like reload the page and leave and come back. Can y'all we all good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but clearly YouTube is not fucking with me today, y'all. They're like, no, you gonna do something about it. But guys, here's my question. If if I get a hold of this woman today, tomorrow, whatever it may be, and she tells me that the co-worker is now feeling better and everything's okay, do y'all think I should still report the woman to HR? Because think about it. Hold on. Before y'all answer, know that HR is going to take her and the white woman in there and probably fire them both. Okay? Now, tell me what you think. Because at the end of the day, that Karen won't get off easy. She will be probably fired too for stealing, right? And they can link her to all the other thefts of the food and say she did it because she's the only one they got right now, right? So that woman, the black woman, can easily say she was probably the one that was continuously stealing from me because at this point I caught her, right? She can go that way with it. So I'm almost positive the Karen will be fired too. And I would hate for both of these people to lose their livelihoods. Or should I be a mediator and have them both call me on a three-way and we all figure this out together? I want y'all advice because every time I get someone fired, you guys think I'm the fucking devil. Y'all think that these people don't deserve it. When that woman said that she would put a poison in an IV and kill Kevin Samuels if he was at her hospital, y'all said I was wrong for getting that black woman fired. But what about her being a nurse and posting that in a group? Like, guys, I always tell you this. If these people never say these things online, I would have no content. This stuff doesn't just fall from the sky and I catch it and then post it. They put it out there for me to get, for me to see, right? So I'm just saying, I would rather be a mediator and say, look, I'm sorry that that made you that sick, but in the future, don't touch her stuff, right? And then I could tell a black woman, when things are happening like that, sit down and analyze what you're doing. And if it can risk your livelihood and your life, don't do it. I don't want it. Guys, if I wanted to get her fired, she would be fired already. Do y'all realize that?
I will say this. I think I like your second option better, where you get them both in a room
Okay.
and have them talk about it. But I will say this though, 9 times out of 10, they both getting fired anyway. Because if you tell me, let's keep it real, I will get on. If you called me and was like, "Hey, look, I got the lady on the phone. She got something to say to you," and that lady tells me, "Hey, yeah, man, I put the eye drops in there. I had you out of work for 3 days. You know what I mean? I'm the reason why you got sick. I may sit here and tell you, celebrity, that yeah, it's all good, but I'm going to, like, I don't care about my job at that point. This chick tried to kill me, so she going to jail."
So you're saying in this instance, I should just go ahead and report him.
I mean,
Report
both of them
her.
leading the same way anyway. Both of them leading in the same direction. I'm just saying, personally, if it was me, even if I did sit through a mediated session with you and the other person, that person just tried to kill me. So I wouldn't. I mean, I'm sure that lady ain't gonna have no sympathy anyway. If you tell her, if you call that lady and you get them in the same room and she find out that lady tried to kill her, she's going to HR regardless.
That's true.
And and truth be told, it needs to happen. It needs to happen because I don't think that lady is remorseful for what she did. She doesn't care. She took it down because she's afraid to get caught. She doesn't care. She didn't care when she did it. So, I mean, some things just need to happen.
You're right.
What they say, it's above me now.
You're so silly. Yeah, and she probably is going to press charges. You're right, Emmanuel. I'm sure she is. At the end of the day, there's always a consequence to our actions. And we have to remember, if we do this, if you ask yourself, if I do this, could this blow back on me? And the answer is yes. And then she might have this Karen that says, you know what? I was wrong for taking your food. I don't want to press charges. I mean, that's rare. But if she is also known as a thief who was taking food from somebody, it will make her look bad too with kids and a husband, right? Because she's still a thief at the end of the day. So that black woman might press charges for the petty theft, but of course the black woman's going to do time and get the biggest record of them all, right? So again, you have some people that say, I don't want this to be brought to light because I don't want to be seen as a thief in the workplace. Right. And all those, and if it was a whole bunch of stealings going on for a couple of weeks, and they say, well, now we got the culprit. What if it wasn't just her food being taken? What if that Karen didn't take everybody else's food, but they still blame her for it? So she's probably not going to want to come back to work anyway. So, but some people don't want to be known as a thief for stealing. And if they say, well, you were stealing for weeks and this is your punishment, they're going to look at her like she's a damn thief and she deserved it too. So again, that Karen might not even want the smoke. She might say, look, I won't press charges if you let this go. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I was Karen, I'm pressing full charges. If I almost died, it's on. I'm being real with myself.
For me, it's fuck this job. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm about to get paid. That's me. But you have some people that will rather protect their reputation. They don't want to be seen as a thief, and they know if they go to court, they would have to be held accountable for being a thief. If you got people that testify, well, yeah, my food was coming up missing. They never found the culprit, and then bam, this person takes her grapes and she's sick all of a sudden. So she could be linked to 20 other thefts. That's what I'm saying, of food. That would make her look bad. And she might not have even taken them the other 19 times, right? It could have just been that one. But because they didn't find anyone, she could be the one. And some people don't want that on their reputation either. So we don't know what kind of Karen this is, and I guess I'll find that out. But I'm just saying, I'll keep you guys posted. But at the end of the day, if I mean, sure, if she dies, it'll probably be on the news. I'll be able to share the link. I'm hoping that she doesn't. I'm hoping that it's not that serious. I'm hoping this woman downplayed a lot of this stuff and that it's not as bad as it is. Because sometimes an update, you want to give them the worst update to make it seem like it's that bad. To get people to say, oh, man, she ain't playing, right? And she could have been lying about the update, too. So, again, I won't know until we video chat. And I say video because I know what she looks like and I want to see her face. I want to see that she's really hurt. She could have lied about that end part. Probably saw her crying and was like, oh, fuck, what did I do? But wanted to make y'all think that she's tough, right? Strong black woman that don't need nobody. But she's probably real soft. So again, this time I didn't act and say, you know what? I'm just going to get her fired. That's it. I actually care about both of the women. They both were wrong. One was just more wrong than the other. And it ain't the thief. So all I'm saying, guys, is if someone is stealing from you, there's ways to go about it where you won't, risk your life, right? Your livelihood. Prison, jail, it's not worth it. If y'all never seen jail, watch 60 Days In. The shit they say is worse than prison sometimes. It ain't fun. They steal more than just grapes. They're still your commissary. They're still anything you got, and you ain't gonna do shit about it. You ain't gonna do shit. What you gonna do? Hey, guards, she took my comb. She took my pads. They don't give a fuck. You in there because you did something bad. So they're really not gonna give a fuck if they steal from you. It's worse in jail. You don't get nothing is private in jail. They will steal everything from you. So again, you got mad at her for stealing your grapes. What are you gonna do to Bubba when you go to jail? What are you gonna do to Big Bertha and Baby D when you go to jail? Beat their ass too? Yeah, okay. You tough outside of jail. But when you go in there and you're in their territory, they're gonna steal more than that. They steal the booty too. They do worse up there. They do worse in jail. So ask yourself, can you fight Baby D's in jail? Because that's what you're gonna be doing when they steal from you, right? Because don't come in there with the tough guy act or the tough woman act in these jails with these people that ain't got nothing to lose. They take a broomstick and they're still more than some grapes. Okay?
Absolutely.
They're still more than that. I'm being real with y'all. You got to tell them the ugly truth about this. It's not worth it. Oh, why you in here? Oh, yeah, I poisoned someone from stealing some grapes. Oh, so you a bitch. You weak. Some grapes. Well, you know what? That food looking good. We gonna take it. What you gonna do then? So again, guys, I'm just saying it's worse when you're locked up. And again, I'll figure this out and I'll update you guys on everything. And I'm hoping that it's a good update. I'm thinking the woman removed the post because she knows that she's no longer anonymous in my eyes. I know who she is. But again, guys, there's other ways to get people. I've had people steal from me before and I didn't go this drastic with it. I didn't. Now, if you steal somebody like something that I love, like that's deep, that can't be replaced, I'm only thinking a life is the only thing that can't be replaced. If somebody took your kid or, took your sibling or something, you're going to act different. You're going to be in that criminal mindset. This isn't none of that. These are some grapes, y'all. We can get grapes from anywhere, right? You can get grapes from Walmart. You're going to order them and they bring them to your house. It's that simple. It's never that serious where you're risking your life over some grapes, right? So again, when I get the full truth story, because I know that little short story wasn't everything that happened. She probably condensed it. I want to know the truth and I want to make sure this woman's okay. So some people add suspense and they add that bad stuff to it so you can picture it and be like, damn, she cut throat, right? And really, she didn't do any of that. This Karen could have only probably spent a night in jail and got out the next day. I'm in jail. A night in the hospital and got out the next day. And she just made it seem like it was worse because she knew people would be invested. I mean, the post had 60 comments? So what I'm saying is, I think that she probably caused a lot of the, theatrics to make it sound like it was that bad. And really, it probably wasn't. She probably was only in the hospital. Probably didn't even go to a hospital. We don't know. But some people like that because they know it's a clout post, right? We see these people all day make these TikToks of things that never happened, and y'all believe it. Oh, he paid $5,000 to try to get some pussy, and she said, no, you're not getting this pussy. So he dropped her off at the airport. What logical dude is going to do that, right? But people do it because they know you're going to ask yourself that, and you're going to view the shit, right? And make them famous. So this could have been, the truth in some way, and some of it could have been a lie. And I know that soon. And I'm hoping that she downplayed it. Because when y'all send me some real bad shit and I find out the truth, I'm happy when it's not real. I'm upset they didn't put it was a skit, but I'm happy that it wasn't true. Right? Because you don't want nobody to be hurt or harmed or embarrassed or whatever. So again, when I get to the bottom of it, you guys will know everything too. I thought I should post it today because I thought y'all should know. I was mad that I was 4 days late, but I'm not in every group. There's probably 1 million plus groups on Facebook. That's what y'all don't realize. And a lot of them are hidden where you'll never find them. Y'all still trying to find the Buy Daphne Reloaded, right? You'll never find the group. Only the members can find the group. Facebook is making it so easy to shut shit down where you won't know anything is going on. I didn't know I was bullied for 4 years. I didn't know. I had not a clue because the group was hidden. You can't find it. You have to be invited to the group. See, Facebook is making it easier for these racists and these killers and these pedophiles to make shit more hidden where you'll never even know it exists unless somebody shares it. And for somebody to tell me I have to share this with Daphne, and that group was up for 4 years, I don't care how many groups they make now. It took y'all 4 years to get to 36,000. So I know you're not going to get 36,000 in 4 days or 4 weeks or 4 months. It's probably going to take some years again, right? And they got to trust everybody they add. People don't have to be following me to be added to the group. That's what they're looking for. So if any of you guys get added to the group, you don't have to send it to me. I already got the link. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm going to let them grow the group. Then I'm going to hit them where it hurts. And they can change the name and all that, but the link stays the same. You feel me? So again, guys, all I'm saying is there's ways we can do it. Now, you know how those people bully me? I didn't reach out and dox them and found their jobs and say, hey, your coworker made a hate group about me, fire them. I didn't get any of those people fired. I didn't. What they said about my mom, I don't know, and I didn't want to know. But they said a lot of things about my mother, who's no longer on this earth, in that group. Do you think my mom deserved that? I didn't do anything to any of those women personally for them to talk about my mother who's deceased, right? But it was so bad that Facebook said this shit has to go. And they did that for 4 years. So you would think I would be mad, right? Should I have sent goons to their door? Should I have called their jobs and got them all fired? You don't think I don't know? They might have me blocked, but the people who send me the shit can also send me your link. I didn't ask for any of that to dox them or hurt them. What I did was I got their group shut down. I think that was better than me getting them fired or getting them in trouble, right? Them having to start from scratch felt better to me. So I'm trying to grow and evolve myself. I don't always try to get people fired, but they did deserve to be fired. You're making fun of a dead person. Come on. Come on. So if you're telling me that this woman poisoned someone's right, then you're saying that those women making fun of my dead mom were right. What did I do to deserve that? You don't have to agree with what I post. You don't have to agree with what I say. We can agree to disagree. But why bring in dead relatives? What did they do to you? Nothing, right? And these women that hate me so bad, they hate me and I didn't do nothing to them personally. Imagine that. So if a black woman can get so angry that she creates a group with 5 other bitter bitches to terrorize somebody for 4 years and then talk about their dead mom, then this poisoning isn't nothing new, right? That's what they do when they're mad, right? Did I deserve that? That's black on black. These black women bashed a black woman and her black mother. And I still didn't act in a violent way, right? They still have their jobs. They were still able to start a new group. So I guess I'm not that bad, right? But y'all don't ever give me credit for that. Y'all don't think I could have shut down all those women? You don't think I could have got them fired? Yeah. I had the proof that they created the group. I had the proof. I could have asked them for the screenshots. I just didn't want to see it. Because if I did see it, I know I would have acted on emotion. Y'all get what I'm saying? There was a reason why I didn't want to see the specifics of them using my mother's pictures to make it funny. There's a reason. Because I know how I'm going to react. Everybody's going down. Denzel training day. Everybody. Right? But I didn't do that. So again, guys, we have to learn how to analyze the situation and then act on it. If we act in the moment, we might do something that we can't take back, like poison somebody, right? So again, guys, I just want y'all to know what's going on out here. We gotta do better. And if you know somebody that's doing that at the job, tell them you better be careful because you don't know what they put in. Some people actually shit and put that in there in Tupperware. They're pee. You know, what that dude? I forgot his name already. The Jay was it Jay Anthony who said he peed on a fork? Now I think that's extreme. Over a fork. Y'all can buy some plastic forks from the dollar store. It's never that serious where you're putting your own bodily fluids on something. Ugh. You know, that's a crime too. They call that cannibalism, right? No different than women putting period stuff in a man's spaghetti. So to those men saying that that woman was justified, say that a man cheated on his girl. And the girl puts her period blood in his spaghetti. Is she justified? Because I got that post. I've been holding on to that one for a while. I might not even post that. They'll say, women will say, yes, she was justified because he cheated on her. He could bring her something. He's playing with her life. It still doesn't warrant you putting your bodily fluids and stuff in somebody's food. That's dangerous. But women do that. Fellas, y'all better be careful with the spaghetti. If you cheat on your woman and she makes you spaghetti, don't eat it. Because this woman got cheated on, not once, but twice. And the second time she felt that she should put her menstrual blood in his spaghetti. It's a thing. It's a thing. I mentioned this to you guys weeks ago. I still have that post from a while ago, and I still haven't posted it because y'all so judgmental already. Everything I do, y'all get on me for, right? You'll say the woman was right, but I'm sure the men will say it still doesn't give her the right to poison her. Okay, so think of that now. Think about that, Karen. Right? If a man cheats, does it warrant him being killed and poisoned? Does it? No, right? You could just leave the guy, right? Yeah, that's what I would say. Leave him. Cardi B paid people to beat these two women up because they were fucking her husband. But she did nothing to hold her husband accountable. Ain't that crazy? But y'all still praise these women on emotion. Cardi B paid two women who were very pretty girls. Same type of surgery Cardi B got. Offset slept with both of them. And instead of her holding the husband accountable and leaving him, she has another kid with him and pays somebody $5,000 to beat the girls up. See, acting on emotion. That's what women do. That's what they do. Instead of holding the man accountable, you're getting the women beat up. Acting on emotion. That's going to be the next show. Because when women get mad, a lot of them don't analyze nothing. They act on emotion. And then what happens? You're in court pleading guilty. And then don't forget the lawsuit's going to come because you paid someone to beat them up when you should have been checking your husband or you should have left his ass. But instead, you gave him another child. That's a reward. See, but they don't like accountability. They don't. They don't like accountability. I'm too deep for them. Cardi B has gotten more passes than anybody. Anybody. I guarantee you Reebok's still going to keep that contract. Right? I didn't hear about Reebok canceling her. They're still posting her on their page, right? After her pleading guilty. So again, guys, I'm not understanding. Something else I want to address before I wrap up. This Ari Spears thing. Ari Spears hasn't had a show. He basically did a video saying that his career is over, which I agree. Once an allegation comes out about you, people don't forget. But what I find piquant is that Tiffany Haddish is still booking shows. Tiffany Haddish just did a stand-up with Sarah Silverman. If anybody knows who Sarah Silverman is, she's a white woman, very popular in the comedian circuit for a white woman. She's not a low-level comedian. Sarah is very popular. And she just did a show with Tiffany Haddish not too many days ago. So ask yourself why Tiffany Haddish is still booking shows, but Ari Spears is canceled. It was all about Lizzo. They didn't give a fuck about what they did with the skit. It was more of the fact that he said Lizzo was built like the shit emoji, and that's why he's canceled. Tiffany Haddish was the mastermind behind the skit. She produced it. She spoke with the mom. She got the go-ahead to use the kids, told the mom she'd pay her. Tiffany Haddish was the mastermind, yet Tiffany Haddish is booking shows with white people. But Ari Spears is canceled. Again, women get favor. I've said this on many shows. Women can go out there and molest a 13-year-old boy and get 60 days in jail pending they have to turn themselves in for a year in advance so that they can give birth to a child and be one with the child. And then they do 60 days and then they come out and everything's fine. But R. Kelly gets 30 years. Women get favor. I don't see nothing different. A woman that moves into a building of her pupil to live closer to him, and she's fucking him for 2 years, starting at the age of 12. She is identical to R. Kelly, a pervert, disgusting. And all she gets is 60 days, like the show. That's it. And the judge said, know what? You ain't even got to turn yourself in to June of 2023. That's a reward. So women get favor in this world. Tiffany Haddish got favor. Tiffany Haddish should be canceled too, right? But she's still booking shows with these top upper echelon white people, right? Why? How come she's still booking shows, but Ari Spears got to be canceled? Because Ari Spears opened up his mouth about Lizzo. And once you go against their little thing, they get you. They get you. This was all to shut him up. Now he doesn't have a job right now. He's looking for work. They're not booking him nowhere. But Tiffany Haddish is getting booked all over the globe. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. Tiffany should be canceled too. Her ass should be, she should be more canceled than Aries. He participated in her production, right? She makes more money right now than Aries Spears. She's the headliner. She's the big person. She started the whole thing. He was just an accomplice with it. And yet he's being dragged more. He shouldn't have said nothing about Lizzo. That's the thing about women. When you say something that they don't agree with, they get together like a pack of hyenas and they start talking. I've seen more memes about him looking sick and like a raccoon, but less memes about Tiffany Haddish. Why? Why? Because she's a woman. They're making it seem like Aries Spears created all this when it was Tiffany. So again, when it comes to accountability, you women pick and choose what you want to fight for. Y'all don't care. Or Cardi B, she deserved to do that because they should have been sleeping with a married man. They knew he was married. So Offset didn't know he was married? His dick didn't know he was married? Huh? So we're making excuses for pieces of shit for men. Offset, he didn't cheat on Cardi B one time. He cheated on Cardi B multiple times. Cardi B got nipped and tucked and got the fat taken out, fat put back in, face pulled off, and he still cheated. Y'all ladies can lay on Dr. Miami's table and get the perfect chromosome shape, and a man will still cheat. I don't cook, I don't clean, and that's why he continues to cheat. There's something you're not doing right that those sisters did, right? Women talk about WAP and how they can do all that bouncing on the dick, but then you ask yourself why they guys keep cheating on them then. Again, y'all got to stop looking up to these celebrities. They're telling y'all bits and pieces of what really goes on behind closed doors, right? Behind closed doors, Cardi B is insecure. She got all that surgery. She got all teeth done, face done, hair done, everything looking good. And Offset can't keep his dick in his pants. That's the way it goes, ladies. You can't keep a man. You can't. You can't keep a man that doesn't want to be kept. Having more and more kids with him is not going to make him stay and be faithful. Sorry. And you can't get people to beat up the women. Yeah, they knew he was married. But how do you think they got connected with him? You think they put a gun to his head? They're strippers. He came to them. So again, ladies, you got to stop blaming the women and ask yourself why you're not holding the man accountable. Because y'all love him, right? The dick is too good, right? Just like the blue face and that girl that he's with. I forgot her name. Y'all over here praising their relationship and they got a toxic ass relationship. They're both violent against each other and y'all think it's cute. We are praising the wrong things, you guys. That's all I'm saying. We're praising the wrong things. Y'all can sit up here and body shame Genuine all day long, but Lizzo gets a pass because she's empowering women to be obese. Right, right? At least Genuine is moving and he's over 50 years old. At least he's moving around. I don't see most 50-year-olds like him doing the little shuffle he's doing. He's trying, but he's older. We're all going to get old if God allows us to, right? Some of y'all might even make it. Y'all so evil and bitter, you might not live that long. All I'm saying is you have to value your life and you have to treat it like tomorrow might not be, you might not be here. That's how you have to live. And you can't go around terrorizing people because you don't like them. So again, everything tied in to this whole subject today is we can't do an eye for an eye all the time. Sometimes you have to be the bigger person. And that gives you more power. When you go to their level, you're just like them. Scum. If you slap me and I slap you back, we equal, right? Right? You can't say, well, arrest her. No, because you hit her. You can't say, well, she's wrong. You're wrong too. We're both pointing at each other, right? So again, if somebody steals from you, you don't have to kill them or try to kill them. It's never that serious. You have to sit back and analyze and say, if I do this, is it worth it? No, it's not. Did she put my life in jeopardy? No. My child's life? No. My job? No. So then why am I acting like this? This is stupid. I'm 36 years old. Let me act like a 36-year-old. Right? Well, women don't do that. You make them mad and it's on. Hyenas. They get together in these big packs. So again, I'm a woman, but I'm going to speak on how these women are. And if that means that I hate women, I'll take the title. Because you women, all you do is call me a pick-me. You say I pander to men. I hold men accountable too. I just held J-Rock and whoever all the other J's are accountable on this podcast. It's not just women, guys. It's just that men rarely step out of line with me. They rarely do. But when they do, I'm going to handle them. It's 99% women that come for me, 1% men. So I'm sorry if I have more issues with women. But women don't like when other women are holding each other accountable. They want you to live in their misery. They want you to be mad and angry at the man, even if the man did nothing to you. That's just not the train I want to get on. You don't live long with that type of mentality, right? These bitter women are going to die alone. You can call me a panderer. You can call me an attention seeker, clout chaser. I'm married. I'm 12 years in. What about you? How many black couples do you know have been together over a decade? And I'm not saying, oh, they took a break for a week. They took a break for a year. No breaks here. Do we get on each other's nerves? Hell yeah. But that's what love is about. You deal with that shit, right? So I'm saying, you guys, we have to do better. And ladies, if I taught you anything today, count to 10 before you do something stupid. And when you get to 10, if you feel like it's still worth it, then I can't help you. But whenever you're at your highest, when you're pissed, count to 10. By the time you get to 10, you should be just a little bit more calmer than you were when you started, right? And ask yourself, is this worth my life? No, it's not. Okay, move on. Move on. We're not going to get along with everybody we work with. There's people that I associate with that I don't even like, and they know we don't like each other. But we know how to crunch numbers together, and we know how to get shit done. That's just the way life is, right? So all I'm saying, you guys, is we can't sit here and promote the shit that's going on. We have to hold each other accountable. It can't be about race. It has to be about them being a human first. Because I know if it was a black woman that got poisoned, these women would have been all in my inbox, asking me for her Facebook, asking me for her job. Come on, you guys. I see what y'all doing to the mermaid people. Y'all already getting them people fired. So I already know how y'all would take this if it had been a reverse role. Y'all would have wanted me to give you that woman's location. Have that same energy for her now. That's all I'm saying. When I say I hold people accountable, I don't put a race on it. Everybody's getting this work. That's how I go. So again, guys, I just want to say thank you for attending my show. I'm sorry about the audio issues. I don't know why I did that, but we are going to have an update. I will give you guys an update once I get one. This is one that I want you guys to follow and just, I didn't think this was going to generate this much hate and anger from people, but I can tell you guys, majority of people told me to shut up. Majority of people told me not to say a damn thing. Let it go. Don't say nothing. I wasn't raised to not say nothing, right? I just want to make sure everybody's okay. So I am going to make sure that both parties are okay. And I'm going to get evidence of that. And then maybe we'll see where we can go from there. I don't want people to lose their jobs. I know times are hard, but you got to think about that before you act. See? You had that job when you was poisoning too, didn't you? You had that job when you went to bed the night after you poisoned her, right? You still have the job. And you had the job when you posted the update after 4 days. You still had that job. So if you cared, she would have been like, you know what? I fucked up and I'm going to correct it. No, she said, and my food wasn't touched. So clearly that woman probably was the thief. But again, it's only been 4 days. I mean, people at the job was probably scared too. She's on a gurney. Everybody saw that shit when they came to the job, right? So people are probably terrified. The real thief is probably scared too. If Karen isn't the real thief, is what I'm saying, guys, right? What if Karen wasn't the real thief? And then the stealing resumed. Now she's going to feel like a dumbass, right? So that's all I'm saying, you guys. It happens. I've had people say, whoever had the yogurt in the refrigerator, I ate it because my blood sugar got low and I was getting dizzy. They announced it. Maybe she didn't get a chance to announce it. Maybe that shit hit her right away. And she ran. I don't know. We'll never know how it all happened. She could have took the grape, ate it, went to her cubicle, and immediately it hit. Didn't get a chance to say nothing, right? So again, guys, all I'm saying is this could have went a lot of ways, and I'm going to make sure that the truth is the truth, and we're going to go from there. Again, if two people get fired at the end of the day and one gets, arrested, that's what it is. But women got to stop doing these things. In order for people to be held accountable, they have to be, punished. Because some people will say, you tried to poison my mom, now we're going to kill you. There are families that do try to go for blood. And I'm just saying, in most cases, a judge, a white judge at that, who's looking at a black woman with a child and looking at a white woman with 3 kids and a husband, they're going to side with the white woman with the kids and the husband. I'm just saying. They're going to look at her like, well, yeah, she's a baby mama for a reason. Maybe she is a psycho. Maybe she poisoned the baby daddy. Judges do think like that. They're very, very biased. They are. You can catch them on the wrong day. Right? So I'm just saying, guys, I would want someone to protect me, you know? That's all I'm saying. So, guys, thank you so much for attending. If anybody, wants to know where the main post is, it is on my Facebook. I did post it on my IG. It went crazy. On my Facebook, last time I checked, it was at 1.2 thousand comments. I'm sure it was more. But I guess what bothers me the most is how I would say 90% of those people were saying to shut up. And I wasn't raised to shut up. If I shut up, a lot of people would still have their job and they'd be out killing people, right? Like nurses. When I got the white nurse fired, you guys were excited. Y'all threw a party for me. When I got the white nurse fired, y'all were so happy. The hillbilly. Y'all know the one who had the Confederate flag. I got her fired last year. You guys loved me. But when I got the black woman fired around Kevin Samuel's death, you guys hated me. Y'all wanted to kill me. Make it make sense. So a white nurse, she can go. But a black nurse that's admitting to wanting to poison patients, keep her on the payroll. Got it. That's not the way I work, guys. I wanted that same energy y'all gave me when I got the white woman fired, but y'all didn't want to give me that. Y'all said I took food from a nurse's plate. Did I force that nurse to put that incriminating post on Facebook? No. So why am I wrong? Why am I wrong? I'm just saying, if she has that much ill will for a black man who did nothing to her, I'm worried about what she's doing to real patients. Right? And that's why she got fired. And that's why they investigated her. Again, we never know. Nurses who kill is a real thing. It's a show. So yeah, RM, it's okay. I'm going to do more shows. So guys, thank you for attending my show. I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. Again, I'm sorry about the dumbass audio issues. I don't know where that came from, but it happened. I care about everybody. I really do. I care. And even if y'all don't agree with me, y'all think that woman was right, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I respect it. You respect mine, I respect yours. We good. We could break even on that. But I feel in my heart that when someone does something that petty and that minute, we shouldn't be jumping the gun like that. Especially if you're a single parent with a child. You got to think for that child. I'm sure her child was home when she was preparing this toxic, treat for this woman. Go ahead, Sweeney. Go ahead and get your last words in, hon.
Yeah, I just want to tell you I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Like I said, I always tell you you're doing God's work. I did shoot you a message on IG.
Okay.
If you're gonna get back to me on that, outside of that, keep doing what you're doing, lady. And hey, let the chips fall where they fall. But I think you got to do something.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And I know that there was somebody else told me to speak on that woman who showed her bare ass that graduated from college. That's that ratchet shit that Meg Thee Stallion, all these women make you think that it's okay to do that. If you're on school property, butt naked. Now, let me ask you this. What if it had been a guy and his dick was hanging out? Y'all would want him arrested. You would want him to register as a sex offender, right? So we have to see ass. But that's okay for her to show her bare ass on a campus where people are coming and going. People could be doing a college visit. What you do is on their property. They can get you for that. Y'all black women, that's her body. It's her work of art. Why are we judging her? Because she did it on someone else's property. It wasn't at her house. And then ask yourself why Instagram didn't take the picture down for nudity. But they shut my whole Instagram down because they thought a man was getting head in a car. So like I said, you guys, they pick and choose what they want to be outraged about. That's ratchet. You women need to graduate and get yourself a job and act like a woman. Taking butt naked pictures in front of a statue, that's some ratchet ass ghetto ass shit. You went to college to become smarter, not dumber, right? That was a dumb decision. I would never support a woman showing her butt naked ass. Then you go to her Instagram and she's half naked on every picture and she has bullshit music. That's what these women do. To promote their music, they do something so big and risky to make you go to her page. That picture got 30-something thousand likes. And now her music went up. That's what women do. When their music isn't selling, they do something outrageous to get you to follow them. And it works. Quit doing that ratchet shit to be famous. It's not worth selling your soul, ladies. Stop selling your soul for a couple likes and shares. You won't win. And a man is not going to wife you. If he has to go to Instagram to see your anatomy, why would he make you a wife when all his boys can see what you're working with? Men don't like that shit. Men actually, some men, I'm not going to say all, some of y'all like that butt naked shit when women post naked. Y'all like that. But some men, real men, they like modesty. I don't want nobody saying what my wife got or my girl got. That should be just for me, right? Most men will think like that. The men that just want to hit and quit, pump and dump, they say, "Oh, you got a nice ass. When can I visit it?" Right? That's what men do. And you ladies that say, "Get out of my inbox," but you're putting them in there when you're posting half-naked pictures. Stop that attention-seeking shit, because we're gonna do a show on that. We're gonna do a show on women who crave attention so bad. I have inboxes. I have things that women have done, and then when a man reacts to it, he's a pervert. Call CPS. Take his kids. That ain't right, ladies. You can't be on Instagram and Twitter popping it open and then get mad when a man says, "What time do your legs open?" You're asking for that attention. You are. You are. When you post naked pictures online, what do you want men to do? Say, "Wow, her anatomy is just really exquisite. Let me keep scrolling." No, men are going to think sexual thoughts. That's what they're supposed to do. It's natural. You're putting the butt naked shit out there. And then you get mad when he goes into your inbox and then you try to expose him in a group. Stop doing that, because I got about 15 posts about that. A woman who was playing with her pussy on live. Didn't get reported. Didn't get blocked like I would for posting a scenario, right? Dude hops in her inbox and says, "When can I eat it?" Look at this dusty ass, crusty ass dude. All in my inbox. I go to his page and he got kids on his page. Should I inbox his girl? But look what you're doing. He would have said it if you weren't playing with your pussy online, right? Like I said, you women, you guys like to bait men. Y'all do it every day for fun. I'm going to do a show called Bait, because that's what you guys do. And then when you bait a man that looks like Forrest Whitaker, you want everybody to know. But if he looks like Shamar Moore, yeah, you got you one, didn't you? So fellas, looks matter. If you know you look like a big toe, don't go into her inbox. She's going to embarrass you. But if you look good and you look like these niggas out here right now, or these men, forgive me for that, guys, I'm sorry. If you're looking like these men out here that's pulling women easy, they're going to be all up in your inbox. "Hey, cutie. Hey, honey. Yeah, I'm single." But when you look like a big toe, she got a man, right? So again, I'm telling y'all, they baiting y'all. And then they go into these groups and they expose you and they post your daughter, your sons, any kids you have on your page, they embarrass you. I've gotten a few women off of that. And I'm going to be posting those, throughout the month. I don't post everything every day. Guys, I have about 19,000 photos. Some of the stuff I have is from last year. I don't post everything. I like to wait for updates. I like to make sure, okay, this was true. I take pictures and I keep it moving. So I want you to know, fellas, that's the biggest thing they're doing to y'all in these groups. Some of y'all don't even know that y'all in these groups getting roasted on. But these women will bait you guys with a sexy pic. Then you go in her inbox. Don't be thirsty like that. She wants you to do that so she can embarrass you, right? Then women will say, "How dare he? He's a pervert. He has kids. I know what school his kid goes to. I saw it on the page." That is not right for y'all to do that to these men. It's not. Quit posting these naked sexual pictures, and they wouldn't say you look good. When are your legs open, right? They're just asking a question. You can block them easy, right? And keep it moving, but instead you want to embarrass them. So again, if y'all doing that to men right now and inboxing they baby mamas in their schools, why can't I get y'all back? It's fair game, right? Y'all want to send that to his kid's school? Well, should I send that video, that picture you posted to your kid's school? Then I'm wrong, right? I'm the devil, right? So you women are doing this on a daily, what I do already. But you guys are doing it in a malice way. I'm not. Y'all trying to make these people think that these men are just in your inbox for no reason. When you out there baiting them. Anybody in the DM area? Yeah, let's get together. But if he don't look good, he's a pervert. That's the only thing, fellas. Looks matter to these women. If you look good, you can get whatever you want. But if you look like a big toe, stay out of their inbox. They will clown you. That's all I'm saying. And you know what I mean. Some of you fellas know that you're not the most attractive man out there, and y'all going for these women that you know are going to expose you. Stay out of their inbox. They're baiting you. Some of them love when you do that so they can embarrass you and get more attention. Quit giving them the ammo. Don't even like they shit. Keep scrolling. Right? So I'm just trying to give you guys some game, because I was just in a group and this man, I mean, look, I had to go in on this woman. I said, look, if you're not interested in him because he's ugly, block him. But you should not be posting that man's kids in this group. And he has daughters. This is how you talk to your daughters? Wow, you're not a kid. You're a grown-ass woman. He came in your inbox from grown man to grown woman, and you're bringing his daughters into this group. I get kicked out all the time when I hold them accountable for that, because that's not right. His daughters didn't do nothing to you. He asked you, can he have some pussy? Well, you put it out there. That's all I'm saying. You put your OnlyFans on there. He getting horny, and he asking you how much for the pussy. And you want to send that to his kid's school. Like I said, these women, they're dangerous, but y'all think I'm the bad person, right? And y'all gonna see what I'm talking about, because I will be dropping those posts over the weeks. I will be getting rid of a lot of stuff in my camera roll because I got too much stuff. I'm losing space. So just know that y'all gonna see it. All I'm saying is, fellas, if you know you don't look the best, stay out of their inbox. Don't give them any ammo on you, because in these groups, they are disrespecting you, and you're wondering how the principal knows about what you said, right? They're trying to make you look like you're a predator. And I know that's not the case. You saw some pussy, you got excited, and you asked her, when can you hit it? That's a logical question to ask, because when a man, and I also have a post about a man, where a woman said he had a big dick, he posted himself in some gray sweatpants, and you know how these women are. They're just as big as perverts as men. I say worse. The same women that are going to a group and say, look how small his print is in these sweats, y'all. Y'all perverts too, ladies. Y'all the biggest perverts. He ain't got no balls in these sweats. Non-existent. Shrimp size, right? Peanut size. But if a man does it, oh man, somebody call 911. It ain't right. So the next few weeks, I will be dropping some intense posts. And again, you might not like me for it, but I don't care. If y'all can do it to men, I'm going to do it to you. Period. Men should feel comfortable wearing sweatpants too, without y'all talking about his dick size. But y'all women don't want to go there though, right? If a man says you have nice nipples in your shirt, y'all will lose your mind. But you're allowed to say, I like your dick print, and that's acceptable. It's not. That's some pervert shit too. That's some R. Kelly shit too. Men don't want to be groped and pushed and touched. Some men don't want to be bothered. But you ladies think you look so good that every man's going to drop down on their knees. No, it don't work like that. A man can find any woman with a nice wig with baby hair. I mean, a man can find anyone that's built like the number 8. It's out there, right? So again, stop thinking that you're the only one on the earth that look like you do. Well, you do, like, as far as body. Because your body type is all on Instagram. Big titties, no waist, belly button is way in the middle of their chest, look like they got 3 nipples. We see that every day. What's so special about you? The only thing different is probably just your eyes. Everything else, everybody look like Kim Kardashian now with makeup on. So all I'm saying is, guys, I know I ranted at the end, but I wanted to throw those little gems out there, because recently in these groups, I've had to really expose people because these admins are not taking charge. They're letting people make fun of kids. Well, then why should I be surprised? They made fun of my mother for 4 years, right? Should I be surprised? No. But I think kids are just, they should never be talked about ever in life in a group. Sorry. So if you're saying that's okay, then I'm going to be crazy too. Training Day, Denzel. Everybody's getting it, right? Like I said, that's when I say I protect men. Now, maybe he came too strong in your inbox asking for the pussy, but it doesn't warrant you saying you're going to send what he said to his kids' teachers. That's going too far. So these women be doxing men too, because some of you men will hop in these inboxes and forget to make y'all locations and shit private. That's y'all fault. I'm telling you, if you got to post with your kids and you're in these groups, please make those posts exclusive to just your friends, and they will never have ammo on you. Never. But how the fuck you gonna have a picture with your kids graduating kindergarten and shit like that, tagging everybody, the school and everybody, and you're asking how they got your information? Come on, fellas. Y'all can't be this dumb. You can't. So pictures of your kids, make them private. Make them private. Only your friends can see it. Everything else, your posts and all that, you can make that public. But make pictures of your family, locations private. That's how I'm going to end it today. And then nobody will have any ammo on you. Real talk. If you're going to be in these inboxes begging for the booty, make sure your shit is private. That's all I'm going to say. Because, I mean, guys, the shit I got in my phone, y'all going to laugh your asses off. I just think it's wrong to say I'm going to send this to their teachers. Those kids, none of them should be brought into it. It's adult to adult, right? But y'all think I'm bad. These women are worse. So, fellas, if you get these calls from teachers, well, we heard this happen. That's how it happened. Y'all told on yourselves. Like I said, it's how you look. If you look good, you can get anything you want from these women. Anything you want. You can inbox them, talk crazy to them. Yes, okay, daddy. You see Blueface? She said, I'm never going to leave him. He has good dick. So you don't mind him knocking out your teeth and choking you because he has good dick. What are we teaching our kids? That's a toxic relationship, and I hope that neither of them get hurt in a bad way, where it might warrant hospital and in court case, because that's where it's gonna go. Y'all praising the wrong things. The Shade Room will post all their fights, but nobody's holding them accountable, right? Bitter people talk about Daphne's dead mom, but the same bitter people expect us to coddle them. Exactly. Slick man, you said it all. That's what they do. Hurt people hurt people. A lot of these women are hurt. And when I make a post and it doesn't sit right with them, it's hate speech. That's how I go. So again, y'all thought this post was bad. I'm going to continue to post things that you might not like. And hopefully it makes somebody change. Because if I don't like something about me, I'm not going to bring someone's relative into it. I'm going to fix myself. I used to be loud. And this is my teens. I used to be loud. I was reckless. And I had a mouth on me. I wasn't a hoe. My reputation meant everything to me. My reputation in the streets was I'm loud, I'm disrespectful, and I can hoop. That was my reputation because I was disrespectful. Whenever I would score on somebody or make them fall, I would call them a bitch. I was tough. I didn't care. I wanted men to feel so low class when they got crossed over by a woman, not knowing that I was just making myself look bad. I knew I was good in basketball. So when I didn't get picked up, I thought it was because they were jealous, you know? They didn't want to hoop with a woman who was acting like a dude. It took a man to tell me, when you open your mouth, you're extremely ugly. You sound like a dude. You sound like one of us. That's why we call you a man. Not your looks, not your body. It's your mouth. And when he said that, I went home and cried and said, how come nobody told me this? All my friends, nobody told me this. But I changed. And I changed. I think he saved my life because I'm telling you, somebody would have took a machete and took my head off. You would have saw a head with a wig attached in the streets. It would have been my head because I'm telling you, I was reckless with my mouth, you guys. I didn't give a damn about nobody. I cussed anybody out, mostly men. So I learned from a man to be better. And that's what I did. I bettered myself. 19 years old. So again, ladies, I'm not telling you this because I never went through it. I went through it. Y'all just don't want the truth. See, I changed. My mom couldn't tell me those things. She was already dead. My dad had to keep up with 4 kids. That's not easy. So sometimes the streets raised you. People at the basketball court raised you, right? That's how I was raised. So ladies, y'all go to the hair store every day. Ask those women, how can I be better? Because I got a yuck mouth. Some of y'all do got a yuck mouth. Some of y'all shouldn't even be opening up your mouth. Real talk. But y'all don't want to hear it from me. So again, you can call me all the names you want. You can say that I'm disrespectful. You can say that I hate women. Any person that says I bash women can never show me when I did that. Ain't that crazy? Anytime I ask a woman, show me where I bashed you. They can't show me anything because you know I don't bash people. I hold them accountable. Just like I was held accountable. Right? If I wasn't married and a gossip page put out that I wasn't married, oh, y'all would hold me accountable, right? And what if I got mad and said, your mama, your daddy? That's me avoiding accountability, right? So see, it goes both ways. Women don't like accountability. They just don't. They never did. Their moms didn't. Their grandmas didn't. Y'all over here talking about, ooh, she look like her. That's the mom and that's the sister. Guess which one? Well, if she had her at 12, it's not hard to guess. Y'all praise that too. Y'all praise women having kids at 13. The fuck? Talking about who's the mom, who's the grandma, and who's the daughter. Well, they're all 10 years apart. That's nothing to brag about. The real mothers right now are damn near in their 60s. They not 30. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping out there in these streets. For real. You women got to change the way you act and change the way you treat people. For real. Or you're going to end up alone forever. Talking about you like being alone. You don't like being alone. You a damn lie. You always say you want to be alone until nobody reaches out to you. Then you ask how come nobody's calling you, right? A lot of you women know you need a man, that you want somebody to hold you, protect you, make you feel important, right? Someone you can grow old with. Y'all want that shit. Stop acting like you don't. That single life ain't the best. You see, Megan Good. Megan Good is 41 years old messing with a 26-year-old boy. And y'all over here, go ahead, sis. Get your life back. Yes. How is that good? She's 41. Dating the guy from All American? That is nothing to brag about. That boy is young. His boys is telling him, oh, man, hit that, man. That's what's up. That's what his boys is telling him. Get that cougar. Get her. And then he's going to move on to the next woman. She's probably going to be younger. Y'all over here praising Megan Good. She could have been a headache to her husband. She was still dressing provocative, still having her titties out. When you're married to someone that's of the cloth, you know how to act. Megan Good was for the streets. And he tried to change her, and it didn't work. She didn't want no kids. All of these things happened. But when he moved on and had a guy strip, he was gay. But she could move on, and it's, yes, bitch. You women kill me. Megan Good's a cute girl. And if she was a real person, y'all would clown them eyebrows. Them fake eyebrows, y'all would clown them. Her teeth is fake. Her breasts are fake. If she was a regular person, y'all would go in on her. But because she's pretty and it's Megan Good, we have to give her favor. No. Not here. Megan Good was passed around like a Philly blunt. 50 hit that. A lot of industry guys hit that. But y'all can sit here and praise these women. I'm not. Sorry. She's 41 dating a 26-year-old. To me, she failed. Sorry, she failed. Yes, she's trying to find herself. Yes, queen. Do you? At 41? Y'all think that 26-year-old is going to want to settle down with Megan Good? He's just passing through. He going to get some cougar booty and then move on. That's what happens. That's what happens. Y'all got to stop praising these people. Y'all got to stop. The guy she had was probably the best she would have had for herself. Now we're going to watch her go down in a spiral. She's going to go from dick to dick to dick until she finds somebody. And at that time, she's going to be much older. That's all I'm saying, you guys. All these women that say they want to be single and it's the life, it is not the life. When they go home to that quiet apartment and the meows, that's when life hits. Like, I'm really all alone. I really don't got nobody. It's a really bad feeling to be alone. It really is. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are on this earth. Being alone is not fun. But let these people tell you online that it is. All these people that got these songs about being single and they in full relationships. Full relationships. Because being alone is not it. You have nobody. So being alone and talking to your cats is the life? Okay. And then you call your homegirl who's in a relationship. Come on over, girl. I'm with my man. We having movie night. Oh, man. I missed that. Well, I'm watching Netflix with my kitten. My king. Come on, you guys. Come on, ladies. It's okay to admit that you need a man. It's okay to admit that. They need you too. But they don't go on Facebook saying they don't need you. It's y'all. Y'all push them away. I don't need no man. I don't need no man to support me. Forget him. Well, I went on this date and he asked me to pay 50-50. Well, you said you didn't need a man to support you. So make it make sense. Y'all remember that story about the man who ditched the date because she was on her phone? Now y'all see why men don't like women on their phone? A lot of women said he was controlling. Ike Turner Jr., right? But nobody came back to that post and said, Daphne, now I get it. Y'all said he was controlling. That's a sign that he's going to be abusive. When really, a man don't want you, everybody knowing their business. That's how it is. You're on a date. You're on an interview. If you want a job interview, would you take pictures? Think of it like that. When you're going on your first date with a man, consider it a job interview. You would not be on your phone. You'll be looking in master's eyes. Yep. Yes, sir. I sure. When can you start? Today? Lying your ass off. Lying your ass off. knowing you didn't want to start work today. But when you on that interview, you give Massa all that attention. You don't be on your phone then, you turn the shit off, right? But when you go on a date with a man who's going to spend his dollars, that's when you take your phone out. Oh, got it. So you'll shuck and jive for Massa, but for this date, you can't put your phone away. You have that same babysitter when you're on that interview, right? Am I going too deep for you ladies? You still had to get somebody to watch your kid. Are you going to tell the interviewer, hey, I'm letting you know I have a kid. So if they text me, I'm going to take this call. No, you make arrangements to make sure you and Massa have your alone time. And I say Massa because these black women will shuck and jive for these white bosses. They'll go to these interviews. They'll make sure their phone is off. And they got that same kid at home being babysat. But when you go on a date with Jerome, who's about to spend his hard-earned money on your evil ass, all of a sudden you got to keep your phone on for the babysitter, right? The same babysitter that will watch your kid when you're having a job interview. So again, that's why a lot of men know that y'all full of shit. Y'all making excuses. If he tells you he wants your undivided attention, that's a good man. He actually cares. Because a man that just wants to pump and dump, he don't care what you do. He just want to hit the skins and move forward, right? So I'm just saying, you guys, ladies, when you go on these dates, that's an interview. Because he might not ask you on a second date, especially if he's paying. Mind you, when you go on a job interview, they're the ones that can say yes or no. You don't have no control over them saying yes or no. That's their decision. You're in their territory, right? Think of it like that when you're on a date with these men. Give them your attention like you would do Massa on that job interview. That is why my book is going to be called, Are You Worth a Job Interview? I'm sorry, Are You Worth an Interview? Not job interview, but interview. Because a lot of women look at dates like they're just casual meetups with their homegirls or homeboys, when really it's a time for him to get to know you. He's thinking, is she worth me spending my money moving forward? Is she worth my time moving forward? Is she worth me, investing my time into this chick? And if you on your phone, then no. I would assume you and the phone are together. So the phone can pay the bill. I'm out. Peace. Now I see why men do that. I see it. Men have every right to walk out. I'm paying for my shit, you paying for yours. So ladies, start acting like ladies. Plan. If you know the date is on Friday and you got a kid at home, have that shit wrapped up by Monday. Look, I'm going on this date. If anything happens, if it's an emergency, I have my phone on vibrate. If it's an emergency. Other than that, I want to give this man my full undivided attention. I trust you're going to do that. Or drop your kid off with your mama. Y'all do that all the time, right? When y'all go to y'all girls trip, mommy gets her. Now, when y'all go on them little hot girls trip where you're a hoe for the weekend, I guarantee you they don't be calling mama. Hey, mama, just want to check in on the kids. Y'all don't give a fuck about them kids. Y'all single with no kids when you in Vegas. I seen it. You can have 3 kids back home. But when you go to Vegas, your phone is off. Mama, don't call me. I'm going to be out being a hoe. Please don't call me. Y'all don't give a fuck when y'all out on a girls trip. But all of a sudden on a 30, 45-minute date, you got to have your phone on, right? Fellas, most of them say that because their homegirl is set to call them at a certain time if the shit ain't going well. Or they have their homegirl call before that bill come out. An emergency? Oh, no, it's okay. I get an Uber. Fellas, don't get tricked out here. So again, I'm still working on the book. I tell y'all this every week. I'm still working on the book. And I'm sorry that I ranted the last 13 minutes, guys. I didn't plan on saying all this stuff at the end. But sometimes I have something on my heart and I feel like somebody need to hear it. So the right person heard what I had to say tonight. She knows who I'm talking to, right? She knows. Men are very visual. And if a man tells you he wants your attention on a date, that's a good man. That's rare. Most men don't give a fuck. They just thinking about hitting it. Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's what so if a man says, I want your attention because I'm going to spend money on you, I want this date to be a date that's worth it. That's all it is. But fellas, again, before you take them on an interview, which is the date, pre-qualify their asses on the phone. Even if you have to have 5 conversations, pre-qualify them. A phone conversation is absolutely free. You ain't wasting none of your money. You ain't spending no $40 talking to her. Because sometimes women will put their foot in their own mouth through a conversation. Well, I thought you said you had 1 kid. Oh, I said 1? I said I had 1 by this guy and 1 by that guy. So that means 2. You caught her on a lie. Now you just saved yourself $40. You didn't have to get her on a date now. See how easy that was? Talk to them on the phone. Go back to basics. I promise you, if you go back to basics, y'all will never be broke. Because these women, if you talk to them more than once, that's how you uncover the lies. Some of them are really good liars. So the first 2 conversations, they got you hook, line, and sinker. Then you have the third one, and everything starts crumbling, like the World Trade Center. Starts coming right down. Hold on, she didn't say that on the first conversation because she lied. A lie is hard to remember. So fellas, you got to listen to what she's saying. Again, if you want to save yourself $40, pre-qualify her. Treat dating a woman like a job. Talk to her on the phone. And if she says what you want to hear and she sounds legit, you looked at her social media, everything checks out, she ain't lying, then you bring her in for an interview, which is the date. That's what jobs do. Jobs look at your resume, right? Some of them go on your LinkedIn. Some of them go on your Facebook. They do that shit. I did it. I wanted to make sure I'm hiring the right person. If I see your tongue out, you busting it open, yeah, you're probably not good for this job, right? So fellas, it's okay. Their LinkedIn is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's their LinkedIn. If it ain't all, check it out. You ain't lose no money. You still got $40 in your pocket, right? So again, guys, if they're not worth the date, if they're not worth the interview, don't waste no money. Pre-qualify them. Okay? So I hope that I'm helping somebody today. Because I care about everybody doing well. But right now, women, we failing right now. We fucking up. We are fucking up as women. Because we're doing dumb shit for attention, for views, for likes. Y'all quick to hold a man accountable, but you don't hold these women accountable to the same values. Y'all over here blaming Tory Lanez for really shooting Megan because he hit August Alsina. August Alsina is the same motherfucker who was fucking a married woman. He was innocent and sick then, right? Then he poses for a picture with blood in his mouth. Who does all that? So because Tory Lanez put his hands on him, he really did shoot Meg. But y'all forgetting that Meg put her hands on men too. She has a violent past too. But that, we don't question that. We're not going to talk about that. We're talking about Tory. But when Megan went live and said, I put my hands on him, she's innocent. Y'all love to bring up a past on somebody, but only if it's a man. Tory fought a man, not a woman. Man against man. Does not mean that he shot Meg. But y'all like to throw that out there. Oh, I know he did it now. Okay, so when Meg put her hands on her ex-boyfriend, I know she lying about Tory then. She is violent. Oh, how can you say that? That was the past. These women kill me, y'all. Like I said, they're the most hypocritical bunch of hyenas I ever met. They pick and choose who they want to argue and bitter and bicker with because they know that they're wrong. 2 men fought. 1 man looks like a fucking fool. The other one doesn't. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Because if y'all want to say that Meg Thee Stallion is not aggressive, when everybody says when she used to drive the boat, why do you think she don't drive the boat no more? Because she crashed that boat, right? With Tory, right? Have any of y'all seen Megan driving the boat, having somebody tilt their head back while she poured liquor down their mouth? Let that stuff sink in a little bit. Why she stopped driving the boat? Because she knows when she's drunk, she's aggressive and she's like a dude, right? That shit stopped. She was known for driving the boat. Is that what you call it? So again, we can go all around this circle, and I tell you all these instances where women will close their eyes to it. But when it's a man, their eyes are wide open, right? So again, guys, thank you so much for attending again. I'm sorry about the bad audio. This show I will not delete. It will be on for you guys to go back and listen. Again, I'm still working on the books. I will do another show by the end of the week. And stay tuned to my social media because I do have a text thread for this week. I do have some memes and stuff like that are going to piss people off. But the truth is the truth. Y'all don't like the truth? Don't follow my page, okay? I will be doing another giveaway. Once my YouTube, I think I'm at 6,000. I think I'm waiting to get to 7. And my Instagram is almost at 10,000 followers. And we only been building the Instagram since August 1st. So I'm really happy that you guys are supporting me like that and following me. I didn't think it was gonna grow 6,000 in less than 2 months. But thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. And again, to those who have been purchasing a shirt, whoever purchased the shirt recently, the orders will be going out tomorrow, and you should have them by the end of the week. Please take a picture and show me. what you rocking, because I'm going to add it to the website. I am looking to add some people rocking the brand to the website, so you'll be the first thing people see when they go to the website. Okay, but again, the giveaway, I'm going to be giving away a duffel bag, some shirts. You guys gonna like what I have in store for this next giveaway, and this stuff I already have here, so it's ready to be shipped. So guys, again, keep supporting me. I support you. If you guys have any questions or you have something you want to send me, on my Instagram, Queen of Accountability. Everything else is Celebrity. It's just that the Instagram is that. My AOL is accountabilityqueen@aol.com. Okay? If you do send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, I won't get to it right away because you're not the only one that sends me a message. I'll do the best I can to get to you, okay? Other than that, guys, please stay strong out there and be smart. Please be smart, and do things that won't affect you in a bad way. We already get a bad rep, right? Our race is already known to be violent and ignorant, and we stupid, and they already judge us. So when we do dumb shit like poison some grapes, that makes them laugh at us even more. And when we do it to someone that is not black, they're going to do the best to throw the book at somebody, right? So all I'm saying is you got to think like that. Sometimes our skin, it doesn't attract these judges because they already look at us like we're looters and rioters, right? Oh, she looked like the person that looted my store the other day. That's how they think about us, and we weren't even at that store, right? So again, ladies, we have to do more to be more composed. We don't have to be wild and crazy. Don't let these white mermaid people make you mad because they're mad that Holly is the mermaid. Let them be mad. It's not going to change that they made her the mermaid. It's still going to happen. So why go at it with these people, right? We already won. We got to go at it with them. That's not going to make Disney say you guys are right. But also know that Disney has a narrative. Disney making all these people black now. But for years, they haven't been known to be black. So don't let Disney also make you help them earn a few extra black coins. Because that's what they're doing. Disney wants the black votes. They want black people on their side. So they're now making all these characters black. Don't fall for the shit, guys. Some of the shit, there's a motive behind it. Please, don't fall for this shit. I heard Disney was very racist back in the day. So again, don't fall for all this shit. So guys, I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys this week, okay? Stay tuned. When the book drops, I'm going to let all y'all know. It'll be worthy. I'm doing 2. I got Shut the Fuck Up in production, working on it now. Remember, it ain't gonna be that many pages. And Are You Worth the Interview is not gonna be that many pages either. I'm gonna be one of those authors who have books that get right to the point. Now, I don't know if y'all like me, but I don't like those books where the point is in 5 pages, but they give you 200 pages of bore. I don't like books like that. I like books that get right to the point. That's me. So my books will be right to the point. A lot of women are not gonna like me for it, but hey, it is what it is. A lot of it is based on truth because it's what I've seen and I incorporated it into my books. There's a couple people that allow me to use their background, change the names. But again, it's real shit. Y'all got to see it. Some of you women don't know how to be women because your mom told you to be aggressive. Your mom told you to do bird baths. Get your ass in the shower. Quit taking a towel and wiping it in the sink, doing a bird bath. Okay, on to the next man. Y'all out here nasty. Some of y'all know who I'm talking about too. So again, ladies, take care of yourself. Health is wealth. You're beautiful. You're strong. You're powerful. But no one sees that when you on Facebook all day talking about men. Shut up. Sometimes you just got to shut up. And if it's hard for you to shut up, put your hand over your mouth before you say something stupid. Right? A man doesn't want another man for a girlfriend, meaning your mouth. They don't want a woman that says, shut the fuck up, nigga. Well, do something, nigga. Do something. And I'm going to call 911. Men don't like that. Ugh. Men don't like that. They don't. They'd rather be by themselves than to be with a woman like that with a mouth. So, ladies, if a man looks at you in disgust when you open your mouth and talk shit, that's why. Because he's like, what the fuck did I get myself into? I could find something better. That's why they go over into these foreign countries where women, they actually shut the fuck up. And I'm not saying they're quiet where they don't speak, but they know how to speak. Hey, babe, how was your day? Oh, well, you know what? I made you something to eat. I made your favorite meal. It's in the oven. Thanks, babe. You're welcome. Well, babe, I left you some money. I have to get your nails done tomorrow. Thank you, babe. You see how that works? They're working in conjunction, right? Instead of your food is in the oven, Tyrone. Fuck. Yeah, I might have burned the chicken a little bit, but I was watching my favorite soap opera, Love and Hip Hop. Fuck. That's how y'all women talk to them. I have to watch my Love and Hip Hop. That shit is fake. Y'all would be invested in Love and Hip Hop, but you don't want to be invested into my shit that's real. Ain't that crazy? They believe that Love and Hip Hop shit. They be making y'all tune in every week. Safari leaves Erica Mena. Oh, man. Y'all don't even know these people. They getting paid for like $100,000 every season. They getting paid and y'all helping them. That's why y'all not being good women. Y'all so invested into these housewives of Atlanta. All that shit is fake. Quit believing that. Please quit believing that. All that shit is weak. Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hyenas. I'm gonna make a show called Hyenas. I hope y'all watch that. A bunch of women that get together and all they do is talk shit. Y'all, I bet y'all watch that, huh? So again, we just gotta do better, guys, and we will. We'll take it one day at a time. So guys, have a good night. Stay strong, and I'll talk to you guys on the next show. I'm out.